Hello, everybody. Good to see everybody. I'm waiting for my YouTube to come up so I can see, make sure I'm alive, but it's got a pretty good delay. There I am. I'm waiting for my YouTube to come up so I can see, make sure. That's what I was worried about. Anyway, got her fixed now. So anyway, I hope everybody's doing all right. I'll run down through the names real quick. Naturally, Dorinda, Fred, Al Bundy, hello. Robert Lawrence, hello. Quiltar and TJ Katz, hello. Creek Squad, hello. Chris Miller, how are you? Let's see. Cool Gamer, Kiss Off, Discernment Files, and Meemaw Patriot. Hello, everybody. Chris Gilbert, hello. Glad to see you all coming in. Piling in here pretty good. Like I say, we'll go through the same rigmarole we kind of always do. We'll go through the names a little bit as the people coming in. Cindy Fuller Stevens, hello. Hope everybody's doing wonderful. Robert Lawrence. But then I got just a little bit of some more bullshit news, like it always is. QC Lady, hello. Just more bullshit news, and then we'll go from there. So anyway, I'm just trying to keep up with the chat for a second. I apologize. It's always getting tougher and tougher, and I'm sure Dorinda will be here shortly, and Rob says he'll be here in maybe about an hour or so. So we'll see. I'm just trying to make you too tired to type. I understand that, man. There's days that it's just like that. No, that's funny. If y'all didn't see it here, let me put it on the big board here. The lounge bartender says, "Hey, we have a drink named after you." The screwdriver says, or squeals, "Do you have a drink named Philip?" I thought that was cute. Anyway, probably. Discernment, probably. Sorry about the little bit of pixelating I'm getting. I don't know what's causing it this evening. And I'm not going to play with it right now. It's probably something to do with my lighting. Somebody must have bumped it or something. But I'm not going to jack with it. I'm here till the beer hits. You're going to be here all night long because I didn't. My bar was kind of empty. No one was sitting there, so I ain't going to. Gigi asked me one time why there's no beer on the bar. Well, if there's no one sitting there, I ain't putting beer out there. That's just a waste of good beer. Or drinks or shots. I have no clue why I'm on big screen, but maybe someone will show up and make me not so big anymore. Oh well, it is what it is. But anyway, at least everybody, if they don't want to look at me, they can just look just to be my right. Y'all's left. You can all watch the waterfall. Josie, hello. Good to see you. Al Bundy, hello. Gerald Cummins, hello. Margaret Egner, good to see every one of you coming in. I'm trying to see. 28 thumbs up and 53 or so in the room. So if we could get them numbers up a little bit, I'd sure appreciate it. On the thumbs up. There you go, TJ Katz. Picked up some beer the other day for your birthday and still working on it. There you go. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And naturally, my cigarette never stays lit. So Seems like I'm lighting cigarettes all the time. It's not. It's the same damn one. It's just that they're always going out. I hope everybody has a good year. This last 2 years have been, there's no better way to say it. It's just been shit. Every time we turn around going, how can it get any worse? And then Joe shows us how he can make it a little worse. Just keeps giving our country away and giving our country away. And yes, please, if everybody would do and take Robert's suggestions, that would be awesome. I'm not going to force anybody, but hey, it is what it is. Yeah, we're overdue for a good year. That's no shit. Yeah, everything Biden touches does turn to shit. I'll give you that, Joe C. Yep. Hey, Annette Graff. Gerald Cummins, I didn't understand your statement. Maybe they go out because someone is trying to say something to you. Maybe. Well, what it looks like, TJ Katz, is what it looks like is they're setting us up. They're giving us little baby steps of how they're going to destroy us. And we're taking these little milestones and stepping on them, and we're following their lead because we have no choice. And what it's doing is just leading us up to, by the time they get to the big one, we're not going to realize it's here because we're already at the top of the steps. You can't turn back now. The steps are gone. So we're here. So we're either going to be in this crap or not. So I hope like hell that's not what's happening right now. Oh, I know it, Ronald Hendricks. Yeah, I don't doubt that one bit. Don't doubt it one bit. Anyway, yeah, it's just baby steps to get to us to the end, and somehow we got to stop following these idiots that keep making all this crap up as they go, and it's hard to do when they don't give us a vote anymore. Well, right at our old peaky self. A beaver walks into the lounge bar. The lounge bartender says, "Close the damn door." Cute, cute, Red. Anyway, no, it was that was quite cute. Yeah, somebody's got to do something different. Our government is spiraling out of control, and I hope they hit that. You know, every time you go spiraling out of control, you always hit a brick wall. I wish they'd hurry up and hit that brick wall. They just got a lot of people that's punching through the wall before they get there, so they don't have to hit it. They need to hit the damn thing so they'll quit. And I don't know what that brick wall is going to be or what it's going to take. Andy Heinrich, I'm sorry. Hello to you too. Carol Z, hello. Sorry I missed a few. Let me run down, make sure I didn't miss anybody else. Like I said, hi to Kiss Off, but I'll say it again. Yeah, it's not my government either, TJ Katz. It's the government, but it's not mine. I basically don't have a government. Hey, GG, I basically don't have one. I kind of do my thing, and I don't pay attention to well, I pay attention to the rest of it because it affects us all. But I don't jump on their bandwagon and do all their crazy hoopla and all that silly nonsense. Well, Andy Heinrich, these are cigars. They're called Cheyenne Peach cigars, but they are filtered. Been on these for over 10 years. Smoothest thing I've ever smoked. Tried to smoke a cigarette a couple months ago. Damn near throwed my lungs on the ground. So then they said, well, try vaping. Maybe that's better for you. Same damn effect. Damn near throwed my lungs on the ground. I coughed and hacked like I'd just taken the biggest hit ever of a bowl of marijuana or some crap. And I was like, I can't do that crap. Yes, Gerald Cummins, it's going to take people to say, we're done. No more. Yeah, the next Gettysburg's coming. Yep. I can see that. Okay, Andy, Hendrick, that sounds good, bud. Sounds good. Silver B, hello. Well, Gigi, you gonna play a little Catan tonight, or are you just going to hang out? So anyway, sorry I didn't get a whole lot to talk about. I guess we can jump over to news for a minute. Just the headlines, nothing real important, nothing real earth shattering. There's a few that's, like Discernment Files calls them. That ain't the news. That's called the Looney Tunes, and that's what it is. When he is done with hockey. There you go. Anyway. All right. The first headline I got is Lightfoot, which is the mayor of Chicago, will end 2022 with at least 723 homicides. Yeah, that's a bragging right there. Year of the carjacking motor vehicle thefts are up 95%. That's some more bragging rights. Jesse Martinez, hello. And Robert Lawrence, I used to smoke a lot of them. I used to get them for free, straight from the factory. My great uncle was brother-in-law to the CEO. So we got all them I ever wanted. But when my great uncle passed away, I kind of lost that privilege. There was somebody. It's Nobody G. Hello. Good to see you too. Yeah, I think Ronald, everybody's kind of waiting to see that one. Okay, let me see if I got anything else here in this news. That one wasn't worth reading. All right, this is from the U.S. Virgin Islands claims J.P. Morgan and Chase turned a blind eye to Jeffrey Epstein's trafficking ring. Interesting. Let me make sure I'm not missing anybody. Linda, I don't know if she went bye-bye or not. I would like to see that article. I don't know. I haven't seen that. So anyway, General Motors is funds effort to embed pro-trans books in classrooms. Well, that may make me want to kind of divert away from General Motors since I've only owned Chevys and GM most all my life, or one of their products. Linda, you said heard from PPN. Okay. Raptor Ranch, hello. Northern Wisconsin. A little chilly up in them areas right this time. Oh, this is a good one. But anyway, Big Losey seems to get arrested a couple times a month. Yeah, and that's that. I won't believe it till I can see it with my own eyes. I don't know if she'll ever get arrested. Most of your politicians, it's very hard to get them arrested. It's very hard to get them arrested. Tanya Burns, hello. That's a good question, Tanya. Good question. Yeah, Eddie Bauer stuff is American made, and he actually signed a dash cover for my 76 Vet. He signed it, and then they had the embroidery of his name right underneath it after he was done signing it. Eddie Bauer, we was going to deck the whole car out in it and make it a tribute to him, to that legacy of Eddie Bauer, and we was fixing to order all the stuff right from Eddie, and something happened, and they backed out of sponsoring, at least, giving us the approval to do all that and saying, yeah, that's a tribute, and so I wasn't going to spend all that money to do it for my wife in the car just to get shot down, because they make some awesome stuff. Eddie Bauer makes really great stuff, especially for vets. This is in by apparently White House. Teeny. While trying to end Title 42, Biden decides we need to worry about COVID from other countries. But they're going to let the Chinese start flying back over here, but they have to have a test before they come. You mean a piece of paper saying they had a test? That doesn't make any damn sense. Oh, yeah, they're all in cahoots together. Discernment, you are right. No, Q City, that's not a joke. That's not a joke. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'd miss that car too. Just for the trunk. Yeah, on the southern border. I kind of figured that's what it was. Yeah. On the southern border, yeah. It's amazing how they can speak out both sides of their mouth and never say a damn word that makes sense. Just amazing to me. The next one is Representative Katie Porter accused of punishing wounded warrior fellow for catching COVID. Now, how in the hell can you punish somebody for catching COVID when everybody was getting it? Well, that's true, discernment. The only way their schemes work, they have to all be in on it. Yep. 48's Willie. We got one sitting right out here. I think it's a 48. It's either a 48 or 49. Still got the original winch on the front that works. It's got it all, and it still works. It still drives. Needs new tires, but yeah, 68 billion to Ukraine would have solved homeless crisis. Yeah, just not here in the States. Gina H, hello, good to see you. Good to see everybody coming in here. Biden's DHS releases 1.4 thousand illegal aliens convicted into the U.S. in less than 3 months. So they let 1,400 illegal aliens convicted in the U.S. They released them into the U.S. in less than 3 months. That ain't counting the getaways. They ain't counting all the rest of it. That's just what they known was convicted in the United States, and they released them here anyway. This guy's despicable. His administration's despicable. Their whole scheme of things is despicable. Why we keep somehow the upper echelons that's on the good side, how does they keep allowing this to happen? Because you know that me or you sitting here talking, there's not much we can do. Other than we can write our congressmen, we can write all these people. But how in the hell they expect us to do something when they won't do anything? If they'd stand up, they would have a following that wouldn't stop, and they could push all this out. How in the hell? And I think that's what they prey on, is us that can't do much about it other than piss and moan and send letters and lots of phone calls, annoy the piss out of them, basically, like a little kid would do. That's about all we can do. And something's going to have to give. Or it's going to turn out real bad. It's going to go kinetic if something doesn't change soon. People, they went through this hype and this hype and this hype, and now they're pissed. They're pissed. Now they're calming down again. But it's just a calm before the storm. When the storm hits the peak again, because if it hits it again and nothing has changed, I have a really bad feeling about that. It's not a good comfort zone to feel that things could go very kinetic, and it could deal with each and every one of us here in the United States. And the bad thing is, while we're all cussing and discussing and fighting back and forth, somebody's going to slip in one of these damn borders, and we'll no longer run this country. That's a scarier thought than being here pissing and moaning with each other. If China takes over, we will be the new Uyghurs. We will be the new Uyghurs. They want this country because they destroyed theirs. Hey, Jeff B. They want this country because they destroyed theirs by every good piece of property they had. They built housing on it instead of farming it. Well, now they ain't got no farm ground. They have no product. They can't. So they want our country because it's good farmland and it produces a lot of food. We feed the world most all the time. Patrick Kelly, hello. Well, Jeff B., that's what I'm scared of. That's what I'm scared of. But China's going to come over here and do the same damn thing they did to theirs. They're going to start building all these high rises, slamming everybody into them, making them live on peanuts and parsley, and then anybody at RU is just going to be done away with. You know, that's how their rules go. And then they're going to destroy this country and can't figure out what happened to it either. Oh, it's going to take a while to destroy this country because this country's pretty strong and stable, even if no one wasn't here. I mean, there's enough natural crops that still grow that It's all good. But they'll end up destroying this country, just like they did theirs. People are looking for shit to go back to normal. I'm going to tell you what, we will never see the normal back before. I'm going to go back a little ways. We will never see a before the normal before Obama. We'll never see them days again. We all started bitching about going back to normal back then. A lot of us did. And then Trump comes in, and hey, there's some hope there. We all get a bunch of hope. He comes in, kicks bee's nest, and then doesn't make it for a second term to finish up what he started. So it kind of left us in a pickle. And then we got old potato head in there, mashed potato salad, whatever the hell you want to call him. We got him in here, and now he's just taking legs out from under us where Obama started. He weakened this country. Trump kind of got it back. But Joe is on triple pace to take us out completely. Yeah, Jeff B., but that set of presidents that is going to come back and bite them when somebody else is in power, you know, when the Republicans are back in power of the House and the Senate, it's going to come back and bite a few people that sure, because now they can do it on every congressional person out there. Open it up. They open the door. They can do it on Joe now. They can do it all the way back to Obama. Yep, because they went all the way back to 15 on Trump, so they could go all the way back to 8 on, you know, Big Ears. So we'll see. Pappy Two Bears, hello. No, Gigi, I think we just need some rednecks to go in there and take over our government. Somebody that knows what common sense is and natural thinking instead of believing the almighty dollar and control, power and control. Anybody that wants in for the money, the power, the control, don't need a damn job. Throw them out of the damn running. I don't care how qualified they may or may not be. If they do not want the job, that's who you want in there. They're not going to spend any more time there than they have to, but they're going to go in there and go, this is bullshit. We're not doing it. We're out. Period. And that's how it should be done. Not like these assholes up there. Okay, how much is it going to cost to buy you off? And they flip-flop around, talk to the bureaucrats, you know, all the ones funding their money, say, hey, we got to pay this guy off, and he'll jump on our side, and then everything's okay. Everything's bought, guys. Everything in D.C. is bought. You got to buy your seat to sit on a council. Whether you're RNC or DNC, you got to buy your damn seat. You have to have so many votes, and you have to raise so much money. That's buying your damn seat. And then you got to continue it after that. Jeff B., I'm not going to argue with Matt's statement whatsoever, because I think most of them are too. But everything in D.C. is bought. Everything. And you know who pays for it? None of them. They take it from us. They get donations from us. They get taxes from us. They get interest from us. We pay for all the damn fuel for them to fly around, drive around, whatever they're doing. We pay for every freaking dime of it. And they still want more from us. And then they give themselves raises just this year, right before Nancy stepped down. They went from $174,000 a year to normal people in the House and Senate to $212. Well, Nancy Pelosi, being the Speaker of the House, was making $220. How much did they give that seat a raise to? It's just more money. And the funny thing is, if they spend more than 3 years there, they get to keep the rest of it for damn their life. I may be wrong on the 3 years, but I know if they stay there more than very long, they get that shit for life, whether they're out or not. They can retire, quit, get fired. Unless they get thrown in prison, they get to keep that money every friggin' year. up to 85%, I guess it is, from what I heard from one individual, but I can't confirm or deny either one. But either way, I know they get that money forever. And I can't figure out why the American people's broke. American people's broke because look how long we've had Congress that's been getting paid a huge salary. If you read the Constitution, they're not supposed to. So they're already breaking the law. So now they're taking Becky Justice. Hello. Anybody I've missed, I apologize. I've been rambling on here. Carol Z. I don't know. I may have missed some others. But anyway, they just been taking from us and taking from us and taking from us. And we just keep putting up with it. And it's something's got to give somewhere. There's no more money left. I mean, the Federal Reserve needs to be dismantled. The IRS needs to be dismantled. All these new 87,000 agents are illegal because you cannot hire people to work for an independent company. The government can't pay with our taxpayer dollars to hire for an independent company. That's for-profit company. The Federal Reserve is a for-profit company. It is not owned by the United States. Everybody knows this. Yes, they moved it into the Treasury. It's still an independent company. It's just regulated by the Treasury right now. But they can back out anytime they want. And yes, Roland, you are correct. Pretty much any of them three-letter agencies, the alphabet soup, need to go. They're all crooked. They're all a mistake. Yeah, and saying shit like that probably going to get me in trouble one day. Probably have people beating on my door, but I'm not saying anything that ain't true. You know, if it wasn't true, you can say, hey, you can't be saying that ain't true, and here's the proof. They don't do that. They come and throw your ass in jail, so you shut the hell up. They don't want everybody knowing. Everybody freaking knows it. So it's not like I'm saying shit people don't already know. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. They're buying discernment. Yeah. There for a while, I know they was throwing $3 billion a day at the stock market to keep it afloat. And all it is funny money. They just print it out and throwing it at them, and okay, they just keep it floating. And it ain't doing, all it's doing is driving up inflation. Let that son of a bitch crash. Crash the markets. Crash the Federal Reserve. That's the best thing that could ever happen to this country. They're the ones that put us in this pickle. Free money. And that's what everybody looks at when they go to Washington, D.C. Free money, free money, free money. They all get greedy and they want their little paw in the middle of that big money pile. It's the worst thing that ever happened in this country. I hope they all crash. Just my personal opinion, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, they need to go down with the sonic boom. Yeah, no one's going to give up a free ride. That's for true. That's a true statement. Yeah, blackmail has a lot to do with it, Tracy. You are correct. A lot of them get suckered into blackmail. Greed puts them there every time. Jeff, I don't know who that is right offhand, but I'm probably, as soon as you say it or tell me about it, yeah, I'll probably know. But right offhand, my brain ain't thinking that wavelength. Oh yeah, I'd love to see it all unfold on film. Every one of them have to commit their crimes. I don't think we have enough TV time in a day to listen to all that. If they started telling all their crimes they have pulled, I don't think we could get it all in a year. This goes back so far. This goes back for ever since 1929 and 30. That's when all this crap started. And it was all brought in by the bank. Federal Reserve, ladies and gentlemen. Well, they've changed the name 3 different times, but this last one stuck with the Federal Reserve because it sounded like it was a government entity. It is not. Yeah, the federal government is not really a government. You are correct because it is run by British rule, and we got away from British rule with the original Constitution. Now, the one in 1871 put us back under British rule, and we borrowed a bunch of money. They can't suck blood out of a tournament. A turnip. They should have just canceled that damn thing and been done. And we still can. And I thought Trump did it in 2020, or the end of 2019, first of 2020. But apparently not. I thought he even filed federal government was bankrupt. I don't know. Apparently not. It didn't go through. Yeah, all the subpoenas were dropped on Mr. T. Yeah, the Titanic went down due to the rich people were coming over here to make sure the Federal Reserve did not open a bank over here, and they wanted to start a banking system that was safe for people. And that's the main reason the Titanic went down, due to stories and what we understand nowadays. Wasn't some iceberg. I still don't think it was a Titanic. It was a sister ship that already had a breached hull. They just patched it up. Someone said with some sea channel, some lightweight pig iron, and it didn't hold. Did they hit an iceberg? Maybe. But is it what caused it? No, I don't think that was the original cause. I was told to read and understand the last EO Trump signed. I was trying to think of which one that was. That wasn't the 13848, was it? Jeff B? I'm not following you there, Jeff B. Did he make me Cincy? Nope. Coal fire and hold that brought the Titanic down. There's so many stories rolling anymore. No one's there. I don't think anybody will ever know where it really brought it down. J.P. Morgan has been a family company, and it goes long before the 1800s. They have been around forever. And they just changed their name to J.P. Morgan. They actually merged with somebody because it was, I can't remember the name of it. But anyway, the two that merged was J.P. and Morgan. And then they invited Chase Banking in with them, so it became J.P. Morgan and Chase. And then Bank of America joined in cahoots with them, but they kept their own name. Them are some of the worst banking systems you can ever use. Bank of America, I'll guarantee for from personal use. They are crooked as they come. Even the people that I helped fight them for me, one of the guys had run into them too. Had the same thing happen to him. So I still didn't win, but we damn sure give it a hell of a try. They just had more money than I did. Oh, yeah, Ronald Hendricks, that is correct. All right, Jeff B. Yeah, I'll see what I can find on that. Doc P, I'm going to tell you, yeah, Wells Fargo is no better. Yeah, they're just as crooked. Wells Fargo, we did sue them, me and my ex-wife, and we won. They were screwing they'll screw your damn eyeballs out. They're just crooked as they get. And there's people that's had good luck with them, with all of them. But yeah, they're all crooked as hell. Yeah, Carol Z, I've got a couple local banks here. One of them is family, well, they're both kind of family owned. But one family is crooked as a damn, might as well be a federal bank. The guy that owns one here in town, and then they got two other branches in other little towns. And I went to school with the one that runs the one up in Liberal, Kansas. And he's cool as hell. He wants me to move my account up there. And I said, no, because your brother's involved in the one down there where I live. And I know all three of you have conversated. He says, no, the shit goes on in my bank, stays in my bank. So I'm not dealing with your damn brother whatsoever. He is not ruling over my money no more. He'll never have his hand on my money again. And I just didn't do it. Me and Jason are still friends. That's the guy I went to school with. That's one who runs that Liberal Kansas bank. But I just won't deal with him. It's because of his brother, his older brother. Don't want nothing to do with him. The other little bank I have an account with, I do deal in Liberal, Kansas, but it ain't with them banks. It's with a total different bank. It's Equity. I deal most all my dealings go through Equity. And if I'm not mistaken, Equity was originally formed out of Florida back in the 80s. And they're a huge bank now. They bought out a lot of MidFirst. They bought out a lot of First National banks, Sunflower banks. They bought out a lot of them, and they're a big company, and they can handle quite a bit of cash flow coming and going. Which I don't have anything to do with any of that because I don't have any cash flow coming and going. But they can handle a lot of money, and they treat me real well. If my account, hey, you gonna bring some money up and put it in your account? I said, yeah. Why, am I overdraft? They said, yeah. I said, well, covered. I'll be up there in a couple of days, get some in there. They said, okay, not a problem. We got you. But they call me and let me know because I don't call them every day and check my account and my online checking with my phone. I don't know. I screwed up the password or some crap and I can't get in it now. And they tried to help me and they can't get into it. So, and I don't keep any more money in my account than I have to. Not in my checking account, my spendable account. No more than I have to. Just, there ain't no sense in it. If something should happen and the bank's all closed down, in my eyes, I don't want my money in there because then they have, and then they tell me what I can and can't do with my own money. And no, that's my money. I earned that shit. I was at a casino one time and I was at a casino ATM in my bank that I use all the time. So we can't let you use your card there. It's a casino. And I said, it's my fucking money. Excuse my French, but it's my money. I earned it. I should be able to use it any way I want. Well, we can't do that. I said, okay, fair enough. I went down to the damn mall, a couple miles away, 2.5 miles away, and went to the mall, got into the ATM, and pulled out a bunch of damn money and went right back to the casino. And I went in there to the bank that following Monday, and I told them, I said, you take that restriction off. Well, we can. It's a policy. I said, I don't give a shit about your policy. It's my money. If you want me to be here, I'll put my money in here. But I'm not going to play your little games. my money. I can spend it how I want. And it took about 3 days. They finally pulled it. Now I can use it. Ever since I haven't even been back to the casino, so I guess it was kind of a useless argument. But I don't like people telling me, when I go out and bust my ass for money, just like any of us that's here on this show right now, any of us that go out and bust our ass, work our asses off to make a few bucks, and then you're going to have somebody else tell you how you can spend it. I'd be like someone telling you, hey, you did a good job. You made lots of money. Good. But you can't use it on groceries. Why in the hell did I go make it then? For groceries, for bills, for whatever I want to do. Not what you want me to do, it's for what I want to do. So these banks have got a little too much power in their head, but if they go back and look at the law, they ain't got that power. Just like the government says you have to turn in your name and your social security number to a bank. Did you know there's no law that says that? You can go in there and ask for an EIN, and you ain't got to give them a damn thing except your name. And it don't even have to be your full name, be your first and last name, period. Don't have to be your social security number, because when you attach a social security number, they can track your money. They can track you. They can track how much you make. And now it's going to get even worse with the $600 limit and 87,000 more IRS stooges running around with loaded handguns, which is illegal also. I just don't understand where this government thinks it's going to go with all this horse shit that's going to backfire on them. If they hire 87,000 IRS agents, they need to go right after Congress. First thing, and I hope it bites them in the ass, because every one of them are crooked, insider trading, and none of them pay their damn taxes. Yep, TJ Cat. See, that's another thing I don't put up with. If I buy something, they kept flagging my account at times for certain things. And I said, I will call you and let you know if somebody's taking something from my account I don't like. I said, you don't make a shit where I'm at. Well, we're just not used to you buying there. Well, that doesn't mean I can't come across it on the internet, or I don't go somewhere on trip and I buy it. I said, quit jacking with my shit. And I'll tell you when it's not good money. If it's something nefarious, I'll let you know, because I call and ask all the time, what's my account? How's my account doing? And I talk to them all the time. It's, a couple times a week. So, okay, 87,000 to distribute. Nasara, well, Doc P, that's a wishful thinking. I don't think that's what we're going to deal with, to be honest with you. I have a feeling it's for nefarious reasons. You know what, Carol Z? I used to do the same thing. I used to make up stories. I used to make up all kinds of crazy shit while I'm getting my money out of the bank. What's this money go to? I said, it's more of your damn business. My money, I want it. Now give me my damn money. You know what they can say? Sorry. They just write it out and give you your damn money. You sign a little piece of paper and they hand it to you. They make up anything they want to say. But it's not something you said, so that you can't get in trouble. If they made up something, that's on them. Yeah, I used to do that too when I was younger, and I was scared of them banks. And now I realize they don't own me. That's my money in there, not yours. Oh, yeah, you can tell you buy the male stripper. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to say that, but that might work for you ladies. Discernment. I'm not even going to try to. I'm not even going to try to break that one down. But yeah, quite comical. Oh yeah, it was fake before you even started. This administration was fake. This is Obama 2.0, and they've got the dumbest person they could find and the second dumbest person they could find as leader and follower. It's sad. And we could debate which way that goes, whether it's him or her that leads. And I don't think either one of them knows. I really don't think either one of them cares either, just like us. So yeah, it's a bad day. Right up there in that little neighborhood. So anyway, rolling, I just tell the hooker in the doorway once paid. Yep. Yeah, it's another damn business. You want my money in your bank so you can loan it to other people. You give me a 0.025% interest, but yeah, you charge everybody else 8% interest on the money of mine you loan out. I think I should be getting a little bit more than that, just 0.025% when you're getting 8%. Yeah. And I don't even think it's that. It's actually 0.0025 because it's only a quarter of 1% is what they pay you for having your money in the bank. In other words, you put $100,000 in the bank, you're going to make about $250 profit off of it. On a good year, you might make $2,500. Period. That's it. Now they'll turn that same money, your $100,000, and they'll loan that $100,000 to somebody that wants a house loan, and they'll make 7% interest for 30 years, which is you take a $100,000 home. In 30 years, it's cost you $333,000 to pay it off. That's $233,000 of profit off $100,000 that you put in the bank. Now, in 30 years, how much did you make? Even at $2,500 a year, how much did you make in 30 years? Not very damn much. That's $25,000 a year. You made $75,000 maybe after 30 years. Maybe. Don't make no damn sense. But they get to make $230,000, $233,000 off of your $100,000. You don't make shit. And it was your money. Sounds a little ass backwards to me. Maybe me and you that put our money in the bank should get that big money and they should get their little chicken scratchings that they try to pay us. People don't do wise banking anymore. That's why I don't put large monies in the bank. I'll buy a piece of property. I'll buy something. I will not put large monies in the bank anymore. You had better luck selling land. If land prices drop off like it did in 2008, sit on it, pay the taxes on it, and a couple years when it comes back, sell it for a mint. Get my money back. Go back to living. There's smart ways to do things, people. And you got to start thinking that now because we don't know what this is going to turn into in the next couple of years. And if we get somebody good in there as a president, they're not going to fix this shit overnight, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to take a few years to fix all this shit. So, we all got to just pay attention. Do what's best for you and your family. And just be smart about shit. Everybody asks me my opinion about 401s and IRAs. And hey, Liz, good to see you, girl. I do not believe in them. If you ain't got your hands on your money, if the government folds up shop and closes down and the stock market breaks, what's that 401 worth? Where'd it go? It disappears. What are you going to do? Sue them? What's it going to do? You sue them. Oh, okay. Well, you sued us. But we ain't getting no money. We can't give it to you. What are you going to do? You're screwed. That's my theory behind all that. That's just personal theory of mine. I don't believe that a man should keep a lot of money in the bank. I really don't. Tie it up in assets. Housing, something you can liquidate later on down the road, something that holds value. I ain't going to tell you gold or silver. It's very good. Platinum, palladium, all those are good. But so is land. And there's one good thing about land. They don't make any of that shit anymore. Once land is gone, it's gone. They don't make that shit anymore. It's probably one of the most precious things you can own. Then, depending on how you want to work it or use it, that's on you, but it can make a world of wealth. Because I want to tell you what, if you got food in your belly and you got a happy family, there's nothing more. Money can't fix that. Because I want to tell you what, when you got starving kids sitting next to you, because I've lived that once, starving kids screaming and crying because they're so damn hungry they can't see straight. They think they're going to die. You think you're going to die. And then it's just added stress on you. So now you're sick. And it's just, a person figures out how to survive and a person will survive. But don't put yourself in that position. Never wait till it's too late to get on that board, that little plane, You get on there, start doing something. Hey, James and John, start doing something that, you're going to benefit you and your family, your kids, because money's not always going to be the answer. No, it is right now. Everybody wants a little piece of it. Everybody's got a little bit of it here and there. If it ain't hard to assets, you ain't got shit. We got bathroom, you got paper in the bathroom. And that's what's going to turn into if the stock market crashes and the government crashes, which I can see the stock market crashing. It's being held up by false pretenses, just like our government. It's going to take one smart individual to get us out of this damn mess. In my opinion. I don't mean to have this as fear porn or anything like that, guys, and I apologize. So I will get off this high-rolling high horse of mine. I just want people to be safe because I do worry about people. I know what it's like to sit there next to starving children. It sucks, especially when I'm the man. I'm supposed to do something about it. And when there's nothing out there, it's tough. It gets damn tough. And I'm not a big fan of being put in that position anymore. So I'm not going to. So anyway, we will change the subject. I don't guess I won't have any guests tonight. No, Gigi, I wouldn't, by no means. Hell, we can't even, that thing fluctuates so much. I mean, it's drops 300 points, goes up 100, and everybody starts going, hoo-hoo, it's up. And it's still down 200 from what it was. It's all false pretenses, every bit of it. Look where it was 2 years ago. Look where it is today, the overall numbers. There's no competing with the numbers. Oh, they can manipulate them a little bit here and there, but no. Yeah, Patrick, and that is sad that does happen, but it does happen. I've heard about that stuff too. Yeah, Red, if you're up to it, would you drop a link? Let's see if Joe C said he'd come up. James, yeah, I'm going to tell you, you got to get out of stock markets. You got to get out of You got 401 just sitting and waiting for them to cure. He might be, Joe. I never know. He said he'd be about an hour because he had to eat. I don't know what happened to Dorinda. I figured she'd bail off over here, but haven't seen her either. Yeah, James. I just don't trust the markets whatsoever. I really don't. I don't trust the government. And that's not me being just a scaredy cat. That's just me going, why am I going to give all my money up for somebody else's ignorance? Yeah, GG, sorry. Oh, I love ham and bean soup. I love some ham and bean soup too. Joe, see that link is dropped. Red did drop it for me. Thank you, Red. Yeah, sometimes I get off on a little rant. No one was here to talk to me, keep me calm down. So sometimes when I ain't got no one around, no one's talking, I got to go off on a little bit of something. And that's one thing I like to talk about is trying to save people from forfeiting all the money they have and then can't figure out why they're broke and can't feed themselves. And the government's sitting up there eating all the damn shit they want on our dime and still charging us for it. If you ain't got the money to pay, that's okay. We'll just put it on your bill. You'll owe us later. Oh, in other words, in case I make something later, you're going to take it too, so now I can't eat then either? Nah, it's not how it works with me anymore. I played that little stupid ass game up until about 15 years ago, 20 years ago. I don't play that game no more. Hang on a second. I got to look at my phone here. Okay. We're still good. It's all good. It's all good, Joe. Cannelli beans and ham soup. I like all them. I'm a big soup eater. I love soups. 15 bean soup mix. Wow. That's a lot of damn. That's a big ass soup. If you made them all out of can, now if you made them out of bags, yeah, you can kind of portion it out a little bit. But whew. French onion, yeah. I think my cigarettes are trying to tell me to quit. Hell, they've been going out every other drag. Oh, I know that's right, Discernment Files. Yeah, all these women talk about some damn good food, and I'll tell you what. Yeah, I'd put on a few pounds overnight, that's for sure. But maybe I'll get one of them to pop in here in a minute, and maybe we can get a conversation going on. Yeah, Joe, see, I take that French onion dip and I buy a deal of, well, let me rephrase it, the French onion powder or the French onion little baggies that you mix in to make French onion soup, the French onion soup mix. I take them little baggies that has all that dried stuff in it, and I'll go get a thing of sour cream, a little 8 to 12 ounce deal, and I'll take and pour that bag of French onion in it and stir it up and make my own damn chip dip. It's really good. Really, really good. Onion soup mix, I do the same thing with. Then I got onion and then I got French onion. I can spread it on a tortilla, lay pieces of ham, and then salami and cheese, and just keep doing that back and forth most all the way across that tortilla. Now I'll roll that tortilla up and I'll chill it in the fridge. And then I'll cut it up into little, 3/4 inch to 1 inch slices all the way down them. And you can do 2 or 3 of them, as those make a hell of a lot of finger foods for snacks and hors d'oeuvres while everybody's waiting on barbecue or stuff like that to happen. These are the little cigars. They're Cheyenne Peach or 100s, but they do have a filter. But yeah, they're just Cheyenne Peach. Lick your lips. It tastes like peach. Yeah, and mine cost me, I think I'm paying right around $21 a carton. There's just as many in a carton as a regular pack of Marble or Winston or any of them. There's 22 a pack, 10 packs to a carton. I have never had beer cheese soup or an Italian wedding soup, Red. Never had either one of those. Al Bundy, yes. French onion is really good for venison or a roast. Yes. Yes, it's good for both of them. Try to keep up with the chat. That's a lot of reading. Yeah, the Winchester kind, yeah. That was a few days back. You can't find them anymore. Well, John, that may be true. I've never had enough gumbo to know. But yeah, I'm sure the gumbo has a lot more filler in it to where you don't get hungry an hour later like soup does. Steve Rohr, thank you. Happy New Year's to you too, bud. Yes, it is, Robert Lawrence. That is awesome on baked potato. It's also good on if you like sour cream on your chili. It's good there. Where I started with that was it was actually on a loaded baked potato. It was a baked potato with chili and cheese, and I put that on the top. Son of a gun, that was good. Man, that was good. And the baked potato had lots of butter on it. I mean, it was almost saturated in butter. And then with the chili and the cheese and that on top, yeah, that's a meal right there. I mean, just a baked potato. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I was reading Discernment Files also, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like everybody else was too. Rolling cream cheese and garbage. Sour cream and garbage, yeah. A lot of people don't like it. But yeah, I am. John, I don't know what happened. He said give him about an hour, he'd be here. And Dorinda usually pops up. I don't know. Maybe they're just sitting back watching and giggling or something, seeing how I do by myself. When I first started, I was pretty much by myself, so I guess I can do fine. Yep, I'm all alone. It's all good though. Joe C said he might come up here in a little bit. His boy come upstairs, so if he goes back downstairs, he may try to jump up. But John, if you want to come up, you're more than welcome. I can have Red drop that link for you. Yeah, I'm never by myself. I always got the chat. That's for sure. Discernment. Yeah, Red, can you drop that for John, please? Mr. B's brain. Hello. Give you 5 minutes. All right. T. Muckins making cinnamon rolls with the grandchildren in the morning. Her granddaughter. Nice. Yes, in that graph. Seasoning is a key role to good cooking. If you season shit right, oh yeah, you can make a bad meal taste wonderful. Yeah, Robert, it is pretty good. I love it. Well, thank you, Chris Gilbert. I appreciate that. It's all right, discernment. I may have to mute out for a second. Go ahead and cough. Hang on a second, guys. All righty then. Sorry about that. Had to get that one up and out and moving on. T. Muckin says beef bones boiling for hours over homemade noodles. Sounds good. Well, thank you, Patrick Kelly. I appreciate that. That's a kind uh, observation you have of that. I appreciate that. Like I said, there's times, if it's the right subject, I know something about it, or if I have a feeling about what the situation is, and I can see wrongs from right. I try to call them out. Hey, there's Rob.
Sorry about taking too long.
I was going to say you must have went to town to eat steak and eggs or something.
No, my wife had a plan and I jumped on
it. It's all good. I don't know what happened to Dorinda. She never showed.
I don't know what happened to Dorinda either. I've been kind of eating. You know what I mean?
Right.
And my wife made shrimp.
That's right. I remember you saying you was going to have shrimp.
I didn't realize we were having it tonight.
Hey, shrimp's always good, no matter what night it is.
Yeah, thank. Good to see a Red Discernment. Truth that is Tracy, Mr. Brain. And Roland Hallock and James, good to see you. Sorry about that, Shane. I had to eat.
No, you're all good.
3-hour stream and I had to get some food.
Yeah. Red, would you drop my link for John, please?
John, good to see you, brother.
And Joe C said he might come up if his boy, his boy woke up, come upstairs, I guess, or something like that. So that the boy goes back downstairs and go to, he'll jump on.
Good to see you. Joe C, I was eating and I'm sorry. I thought it was going to take less time, but we had to boil water. And
so what kind of shrimp did you make? Just shrimp?
Cajun.
Okay, you made Cajun, kind of like a gumbo or just?
Cajun boil.
Okay, Cajun boil. Okay.
We threw in potatoes and everything.
Right.
Very good. Very good.
Takes a little bit for them taters to cook.
They're still not done, and I just figured I better get up here.
Hey, John, how are you doing, bud?
Right, John.
Hey, Shane. Hey, Rob.
Been a while since I got to visit with you.
Yeah, man. Usually in the evenings I'm in the front house,
right?
In the recliner. I got the laptop open. I'm sitting back in the recliner watching football or something else, and then just watching YouTube. So it's hard for me to come on because I got other people in the room. And
right.
But I remembered a few minutes ago, behind me there's my coffee pot, and I normally make coffee before I go in for the evening. That way it's ready when I come out. I pre-make it.
Right.
And I didn't do it tonight. And I said, you know what? It's a good idea for me to come up and go make me some coffee. So
you like in a mother-in-law's house out behind yours or something?
Yeah, this is a like across right here is a garage, and my boat stays in there. But this house was originally built. It's 1,000 square foot building.
Oh, nice.
It was originally built for my mom, but she wound up getting remarried later in life and lived out her life with someone else. I kind of did this for her when she retired, to have a place to stay. But as it worked out, she remarried and spent the rest of her life out with her husband. So it actually worked out better for her. She had a good life. So
and it gave you a little escape too. Give you kind of like a den, a man cave.
This is the man cave. Yeah, I don't touch anything in the main house, but back here it's all mine. This is where I shut those.
You got yours, I got mine.
Yeah, this is what I do, and I don't, she doesn't step on me and I don't step on her. And so, yeah, it all works out, right?
Wilma Travail. Wilma Travail. Hello, good to see you. Sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
Liz Giswell, good to see you. And everybody here that I missed. Good to see you guys too. And wow, what a day.
Yeah, absolutely. Hello, everyone in chat. Hey, Red.
I want to tell you what, there's been 120 some really good people come through here already. Very good. I was on a rant there for a while. I hope they didn't have to see me do that didn't want to, because
no, there's nothing wrong with that, Shane. I kind of like a little bit of that, every now and then.
There's some people out there that love that crap, and we got off on the government issues, and
I'm sick of government shit, man. I really am.
Oh, I am. I am too.
I'm down here on the border, right, and I'm watching all the crap go down, and I've been pretty much incognito on anything I'm doing or saying, right?
Right.
I've been kind of warned about some of the things we can talk about, we can't. But here it is, right? We sit down and we look at the government, we look at the Omni bill, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And there's not a dime going for the border. And it pisses me off. So I decided, in my infinite wisdom, right, I am going to release all my footage that I have, including John getting taken down.
Oh, yeah.
Jerry John is my best friend.
I know.
And I'm hoping 2023 will be better, right?
I think it will be to an extent. I think it's going to be a little better.
I'm sure hoping.
Right? I killed off Hard Luck. I did. I killed off that channel. I came out with Rob Redbat.
Right.
But I'm no stranger to YouTube.
Right.
And we all have a point of view to make. You know what I mean? We all don't always have to get along. We're all going to rant now and then. We are going to be who we are, and we're people. We have a great God that leads us. All we got to do is follow. And we got great leadership down here. I trained a lot of men to do a lot of things.
Uh-huh.
And I'm not tooting my own horn, right?
You're just stating facts, man.
But I sat down here and I thought I could either cry about it or do something about it. And I'm kind of one of those put up or shut up type guys.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it the way I've always have. I'm going to be quiet about it and get her done. Now today, we can honestly say 32 ranchers down here won't have anything to worry about.
Yeah, that's always a bonus.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of that. It gave me confidence to move on.
Brew W, you are correct. And did you read that on the screen? Discernment put out, my name is Joe Biden, and I forget this message.
And I forget this message. What message?
He has no message. The guy's a bonehead.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
can't remember shit either. He'll make us some shit, though.
The best part of Joe Biden's legacy, it ran down his mother's leg.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hey, it ain't that good.
Yeah.
It ain't that good.
No, it's probably the same thing that runs down his leg every other day. He has to have his butt wiped before he goes on camera.
Oh, tomorrow night we're going to be alive again, but we're going on at 5 and we're going till whenever, right?
Yep.
We got a violinist and we may have a banjo player. Don't know if he got out of jail yet.
Nice.
But we don't know.
I really enjoy the
He's
music.
a cowboy, right? Go ahead.
I really enjoy the music on your channel. That's a lot of evenings when I'm sitting in the house listening. I have earbuds on because my wife is watching something else. But when your little guy comes on that plays the
my little guy,
when he comes on and plays, I unplug it and I say, "Hey, baby, listen to this." And she goes, "Ooh, that guy's good." I'm like, "Yeah, he's good." Now, for my Cajun wife to say that someone is good on a fiddle or a violin, that's a compliment, brother. Trust me when I tell you.
How are you doing, little guy?
There he is. There's Eric himself.
Doing fine.
Are you sure?
Now remember, I'm only 5'2", so you got to be.
Yeah, play us.
Anyway,
Little guy.
We're all getting prepared for tomorrow, and we're gonna have a lot of fun. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And I'm not sitting there trying to promote my channel because hell,
Yeah, you are. And it's great. I love it. Keep it going. I love it. It's all good.
I come on Shane's. Shane comes on mine. In a
Yeah.
lot of ways, we're a lot of the same Shane, right?
We're a lot of the same stuff. We both bitch about the same things. It's just you got music on yours, and I don't have any of the live music. And the live music I'd come up with probably me singing, and probably wouldn't be as successful as Eric. So,
Oh shit! Thank you.
Hey, Rob. Hey, Rob, I got
here we
something
go.
to show you.
Here we go.
We got something for us.
I retired my last gumbo pot. I'm gonna plant parsley in it now. I retired it, and I bought me a new gumbo pot, and I want you to see if you can see.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Momoa. Momo.
What Shane? What'd you say?
Momo.
Mamu.
My Mamu, I bought a lot of cast iron and shit there, right?
Yep.
Because they were
And isn't that your favorite place? Isn't that your favorite place you go? First place you go in Louisiana?
Well, it's kind of
That's why I
out of
showed it to
Mamu,
you.
right?
Uh-huh.
When I go into Mamu, because they got like the Pep Boys that are really good butchers, right? And then I get the mixture of the meat and all that shit, right?
Right.
And I have a really good time when I go there. And then I go to the campground about 10 miles
Towards Eunice.
towards Eunice. We go there, we stay there. Yeah,
they
but
used to,
I'm
Rob, they used to have a
sure.
place in Eunice called the Purple Peacock.
I've been to the Purple Peacock.
Did you ever go there on Wednesday nights?
Oh, hell no.
What did they do on Wednesday nights there?
I don't even know because I went there on a Friday night.
It's called Swamp Pop. That's what the Cajuns call Swamp Pop. Wednesday night is free fall. We get in a boxing ring and box every Wednesday night.
Oh,
Shit, I would
cool.
love that.
Oh, yeah, it was a lot of fun. Yeah, I
About
went
20
one
years
time.
ago.
I went one time and got in 4 fights before I could get back to my truck and get out of there.
That would work for me.
You,
I
you
love
get in
that.
more fights outside the ring than you do inside the ring.
Yeah,
Because everybody thinks they're a badass. That's the
Yep.
only bad thing about that. Wrestling matches are the same way.
it gets a beer in you, man, and that you Superman. Everybody's Superman.
Yep.
I don't need beer in me. I've never been a Superman. I'm a super shit.
Yeah.
Now down here, we don't have anything like it. When you go up there, right? And we're driving up and we go to swamps. We go to a lot of areas in Louisiana. Then we end up at our campsite. And then we go in and we listen to Sadako music, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We have a good time. And I probably have been in more fights in Arizona than I ever got in Louisiana.
Hey, Louise.
Cowboys are a little different breed.
Miss
There's a lot to
Louise.
see. There's a lot to see in
Welcome.
Louisiana. You know, when you get if you're retiring and going to have more time to stay, I would recommend you go from the bottom of the state to the top of the state. It'll take you
I'm
about
going to. I've been to Shreveport. I've been all over. I've been to Baton Rouge, Baton Rouge.
Yeah,
I've
back
been in
there.
Florida. I've been all over the state.
There's little gyms all over the state that are places to see of
Oh my
interest.
God, is there ever? And we meet the most honest people we've ever met when we go there.
Yeah.
Hey, you.
Liz Griswold. Red Louise and I would be super women's.
Yes. Superwoman's. Yep.
But I felt like jumping up tonight, and I promised you what I would, Shane.
No, I know.
And I showed up late as hell. You believe
It's
that?
all good.
I'm
It's all
sorry,
good. I was winging it. This ain't my first time I've had to be by myself. Trust me.
I have to go back up to something discernment put into the chat.
What's
Biden
that?
had a meeting with the cabinet today. Tomorrow, he's also spoke to the bookcase and argued with the desk.
God.
That's a good one.
Yeah. He comes up with some good stuff at times. He does.
Discernment's the bomb. I'm looking forward to getting my dog.
Won't be long now. Hell, you ought to be about what, 3 weeks out?
No, I think it. When we seen him, his eyes were opening, right? And it was another week before the eyes opened. So
Yeah, it was about 4 days. Yeah. Yep.
And I think we're looking at.
Because it was 9 weeks total.
But
When are
no.
you kicking him out of the house, discernment?
Let me finish. According to my calculations, it'll be the middle of January or the end.
And we can get away easier at the end of January.
By far, we can get away easier, but we're gonna go get him.
Cool.
Then we're gonna go up, beat you up, Shane.
About
Take you out for a steak.
About mid-January, he'll be weaned.
I'm gonna
We're going to
retire.
have to go a long damn way to get a steak. Well, I guess we can get one liberal if I know what day you're going to be here. I can order it and they can go ahead and cut it. It'll be a tomahawk. That'll we have to go to Guyman.
I'll bring them.
Okay.
Yeah, Shane, let him bring them.
Yeah, I know that's
Trust
right.
me, let him bring 'em.
Yeah, he's been bragging about these damn tomahawks he can cook for this long. Hell yeah, I won't even bring them. I got the shit to cook it on.
This is my cattle.
Yep.
Oh, I know it.
I like eating my cattle.
I gotta get you your food.
Well, I'm hoping I like eating your cattle too.
Yeah, I would too.
My cattle's pretty damn good. But anyway, I'm sitting down here and I'm thinking about what a year, dude.
It has been something else.
You know, don't look at me like that. I'll make you play a song. And Shane will make you play one that he wants.
He won't like the one I want.
Yeah, it's going to be my Metallica.
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, Nothing Else Matters by Metallica.
Rock
Yes,
Amadeus.
that's what we want.
Mr. Sandman.
No, Nothing Else Matters. It's on the same album,
Shane, I got in the ring like 5 years ago, right?
right?
I'm 54 years old, right? 50,
At that time, right?
yeah. And this guy's like talking shit. He's like 40 or something, right? So I get in there and I'm thinking, fuck, I boxed Golden Gloves, right?
Bingo.
You know what? That guy kicked the shit out of me, right? So I waited for him out in the parking lot and gave him a beer. You know why?
He earned it.
He earned it.
They earned it. Yep.
I've done the same. Hey, I thought I was a badass too, but I want to tell you what, I've had my ass handed to me a time or three, and I'm like, I buy him a friggin' beer.
We can never admit to that.
There's always somebody better. Always will be.
Like my mama said, you could be the baddest man in the world, but somebody's gonna come along and show you ain't that bad.
When I was down in Louisiana, right? We went to Rain and we were eating frog legs, and they were really good.
Mm-hmm.
Can't even remember. Then we went to, I think it was Caldwell or something like that. They had the best chicken. Then we went to Port Barry.
Port Barry. Mm-hmm.
Port Barry had the best jerky I've ever had in my life.
Mm-hmm.
I went into Mamu and had the best turtle I've ever had.
Yeah.
I love Louisiana for 3 reasons. People are real. The food is good. And people are real.
Well, and what everybody says about, I haven't got to watch any of John Don's because I'm either gone or not available to watch his show when he comes on. But from what everybody says, John makes some killer dishes that everybody wants to try or make or do. And it's like
that buffet that he put out. I think you did, didn't you?
Just go watch the videos. They're all there.
Yeah, but I seen the red buffet. I was thinking I wanted to make sure I got it right.
No, I didn't make etouffee yet. I haven't done that.
Etouffee when I go down there.
Etouffee. I can make it, but I hadn't.
It is
hadn't
the
done video.
bomb. It is the bomb. The bomb.
I can send you a recipe for etouffee. It's not mine. It's a easy one, and it'll be some of the best you ever had.
sometimes easy is the best. Sometimes people overcomplicate shit.
There and grab my Cajun mix.
There you go, big guy. Oh,
That crab boil.
That crab oil.
Creek Squad says, I thought I was good, but John's got it going on.
I'm gonna watch more of your videos. I haven't. I seen that etouffee and we made it, but we fucking blew it. You know what I mean?
I'm going to. I kind of held off on a few videos for the last couple of weeks. I'm gonna start back up first of the year doing a few more. I got a lot planned up. Oh yeah, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. Nothing wrong with that.
Liz Griswold says John is a badass chef.
I'm not a chef. I'm not a chef. Liz, we all know how to cook down here. I'm just a regular guy that likes to cook and share what I do. That's all I am. I'm not a chef.
That's what makes some of the best cooks in the world.
We all know how to cook.
I'm no chef, right? But I can cook steak and everything under the sun, right?
Right.
I was looking for Zatarans.
That's all I use.
And you can't find it down here. And I ordered some in from eBay, and that was good, but the other one was better.
Yeah, I can get Zatarans here all day long.
Well, I can't here. You know what I mean? I tried. And I use Slap Your Mama, Slap Your Papa seasonings. I mean,
Nah.
I like Slap Your Mama.
I use Creole.
Way
and
better.
Another one too, but we're limited on what they bring in here.
In the private chat, I just posted a link. All you got to do is order it. Just order it. They'll ship it right to you.
Right from the factory, huh?
Right to you.
Oh shit!
It's okay.
Oh God!
Don't burn the house down.
If I burn it down, who gives a shit? We own it. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's going to be a little chilly at nights for a couple days.
I will sleep in the office. We're getting out of here.
You know, John
And it would be a lot less shit to pack.
We've used Zatarans, but they don't have it with the cayenne in it here. It's just the it's a weird spice, and then you still have to add your cayenne and this and that and everything.
Yeah, it's just an allspice. Yeah, it's an allspice.
Down in Louisiana, we used to get that big container.
This is one that you put on anything.
And I have that in the other room.
Yeah, we've got that.
We've got that. We use that a lot.
And try this on your Rob. Try this on your steaks next time. Don't put a whole lot. Just put a little.
Garlic and herb. Yep.
Everybody
love garlic and herb. I actually like a little bit more than normal.
And
we also
blackened seasoning. Yes, that's good.
And we got that too. I use that, and I use
Slap Your Mama.
I use Slap Your Mama a shit ton.
Yeah, Slap Your Mama has way too much salt in it, and it's not. It's okay.
I agree. It does. It's heavy on the salt.
You know, I work on and I ride horses, right?
Yeah, it's good. It's good
and,
tour season.
We sweat a lot when we ride. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And I make sure that we keep a good amount of salt in all of us.
And make sure you drink plenty of water and get your salt.
You damn right we do. And
That's
right.
right.
On the weekend, we drink beer. I love onion powder too, Al.
Well, I don't have to tell you. You've been to Louisiana. You know about the humidity here. If you've been here.
Yeah, I do. The mosquitoes are the size of Brooklyn. But they only really come out at night, right? They're not that bad during the day in area.
Early and late.
Early and late, but they will eat your butt.
Or mosquitoes come out really bad there and here. Is if someone let your yard get overgrown, it's been wet.
Yeah.
And someone goes in and mows it. Someone goes in and mows it, and they've already laid. Them things will come out and carry you off like you were a bag of shit.
Yeah,
they will carry your ass off.
In some areas are worse than in others. Some areas not so bad.
I'm tired of this shit.
My camp on the bayou, there's times that you can't even go outside, you know.
Yeah, that's like
bayou. And I learned how to do bottle fishing. And I thought they were nuts, right? You take like a milk bottle, and you put a line underneath it.
Oh, jug fishing.
Yeah. That's jug fishing.
That's jug fishing, man.
We do that here in Oklahoma.
Yeah, I thought all the rednecks knew how to do that.
I do that here in Oklahoma.
We baited them solid, and we caught a bunch of catfish, and we caught a bunch of fish never even seen before.
Yeah, and we was down in San Angeles, Texas.
That was the first time I ever fished on a horse.
But anyway, yeah, we jug fish. And we throw the trout line across there, jug line, what we call a trout line, and we just left it overnight. Next morning, we went to pull them back in. 3, 4, and 5 pound cats all the way down this damn thing, and right towards the end, we couldn't pull the damn thing up like it got stuck under a log. 129 and 7/8 pound catfish was on that damn thing. We pulled it up in there, and that thing was so big. It was, now granted, this has been a few years back. I think I wasn't very damn old, but it's as big as me. 129 and 7/8 pound cat is one big bastard. And here's two guys in a John boat trying to pull the damn thing in.
You probably sunk.
I love fishing out of a John boat.
Well, and we had a cabin boat there, but they're too big to check your jugs with.
The biggest catfish I ever caught was over by I'm going to say Port Barry.
Port Barry.
Port Barry. I always get that one fucked up. I don't know why, but
just remember Barry.
Port Barry. Right?
It's just spelled fucked up.
Now, the Cajuns say Barry. The Cajuns say Barry, but it's Port Barry.
Yeah, I was always afraid to say the Cajuns and the Coonasses because you can't.
It's not quite accepted there.
They're proud, right? I'm a proud Cajun. Well, I'm a proud Coon. Anyway.
I'm from the north. I'm not a Cajun. I'm a redneck. I'm from North Louisiana. So.
But anyway, to make a longer story short, we went out fishing, right? And I hooked a 22-pound catfish, and it gave me the fight of my life.
That's a good one. Oh yeah.
And when I brought it in, it was big, right? We played it all up, and this lady cooked it for us. It was at the resort.
Yep.
That was the best tasting cat I ever eat in my life.
Yeah.
It was so good. And we fed a boatload of people. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of meat on them damn things.
Go ahead, John. I'm sorry.
I was waving at Dorinda, but I was going to say a 22-pound catfish has about the same amount of pull as a 10-pound redfish. So go catch a 20-pound redfish, and you'll have to crank the boat and put it in gear
we
and
were
follow
doing
the
it
fish.
too.
Those things pull, man.
That's like a catfish and a bass or largemouth bass are about the same on a fight.
And back
Depending on
home,
the size of
when
them,
I'm from in Minnesota, bass are kind of considered like carp.
Really?
Bass
Yeah,
are delicious.
We don't keep them.
Bass are some good eating down here.
Yes.
Rock bass are good eating up in Minnesota.
Rock bass, yeah.
We got rock bass down here too. Yep.
Okay, but I'm trying to.
Yeah, they're good eating.
I really did. I ate good in Louisiana. And when they blacken crap there, they blacken crap. I thought I knew how to do it. I don't know how to do it. You're giving me a beer.
It's not hard. You just gotta do it a few times. You gotta have the right pot, the right skillet, the right Dutch oven, whatever you're blackening in. It's gotta be in cast iron. You gotta do it in cast iron. If you don't have cast iron, you might get lucky, but probably not.
Probably not, because I screwed it up in cast iron more than once. You know what I mean? I use that aluminum pan. Remember that
Get
one?
them a little bit hot.
Now, and I will say that when I ate bass, in between the smallmouth and large bass, you wouldn't think they tasted different, but they do. And I actually like the smallmouth bass better than I like the big mouth bass. The largemouth bass.
Give me a walleye, give me a catfish, give me a sunfish, give me a crappie, give me a bluegill, right?
Uh-huh.
And I'll eat them all day long.
Bluegill's probably one of the favorite fish I've ever eaten in my life.
If you fry it whole.
Crap is right.
If you fry it whole.
Peas and coleslaw.
I ain't eating fish.
Oh yeah.
Just a word of warning, John. Okay. If I ever come down to visit you, I ain't eating fish.
Yes, you are too. I will hold you down and cram it down your mouth. Now.
Well, you might have to do that. I'll be kicking and screaming.
You'll eat it and you'll love it.
Fish. I don't.
Bluegill and crappie are really good. And drums.
Crappie a lot.
Yeah, crappie. We go down here and we can kick 65. We can catch 65, 70 crappie. Once that water gets down to about 64 degrees, we'll drop a triple crappie rig down off in there. You'll pull them out 3 at a time.
You're not talking to me about gar balls, right, Creek? I've eaten gar, and I've had them roll them up, and they're like gar balls, and they're good.
Gar is good if you know how to cook it. It really
if you
is.
know how to cook it. If you don't
It's
know how to
very
do
white.
it, it's horrible.
The meat is as white as a bed sheet.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But if you
I-
do
Yes,
not,
Linda.
I
if you do
caught a
not cut
gar.
the blood veins out, it will be.
I caught a
nice.
gar. It was like 10 pounds, and they told me that's a small one. Throw it back.
I throw it on the fucking beach around here. Let it
Yeah.
die. Dorinda, go ahead.
I just want to say hello, everybody. I hope you're having a great evening. Sorry I was late. I had some shit to do.
It's all
Dorinda,
good.
we're mad at you for being late.
Kiss them.
I ain't mad because anybody's late. Hell no. I can handle this shit on my own. Ain't my first rodeo.
Ain't my first rodeo
And
either.
John, it's so good to see you. I'm so happy to see you. Big smiles, big hugs.
Oh, thank you. Oh, here you go. I was looking for this picture.
You're right, Wilma.
There you go, Rob.
Crappie caught right out of the ice in Minnesota. That is a bomb.
That's
Holy
only
crap.
a 26 pounder.
That's a big fish.
Yep. It took we had to put the boat in gear, idling and follow it because it just kept pulling drag, and finally I got it. Of course, I'm fishing on light tackle, on rod and reel, on bass
Right.
tackle. It was special trout fishing.
The biggest fish I ever caught was a 42-pound northern pike.
That's a big fish.
That's one big pike.
And it took me 2.5 hours to get it in. You know what I mean? 2.5 hours.
You might as well be out there fishing for swordfish.
But Wilma Travel, are you from Minnesota?
That's crappie. Well, we call them sac-a-lait down here.
Sac-a-lait?
Yeah, we call them sac-a-lait, and then the people in North Louisiana, we call them white perch.
Right.
Those are crappies.
Yeah.
I've caught a ton of them back when I was a kid. And
yeah.
They're good eating.
They are damn
good. Man,
perches. I tell you what, bluegill perch, sun perch. I want to tell you,
sunfish.
Those are the best eating I've ever had of fish.
Well, you got to be kind of careful with bluegills. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you only catch a chunk.
Oh, yeah.
And when I went bluegill and sunny, right, I've caught a ton. You know what I mean?
Right.
I throw them back when they're small. And
right.
yours were small. That's not what I'm saying, right? They have to have that. And when you catch them in the cold water back home, there's a bomb.
We catch them when they're from thumb to pinky wide.
Pinky, that's how we all do
thumb
it.
To pinky wide.
Yep.
And we catch them when they're spawning, so we normally don't have any trouble filling up an ice chest with them.
They're good eating. They're good eating.
And then we scale them. We scale them and gut them and cut the heads off, and then we fry them whole. That's the only way to eat perch is fried whole with the bones.
And that Graf, have a good evening. Get you some good
rest.
Night,
girl. Thank you for coming in tonight. We really appreciate you. My favorite fish is baby shark. Semper Fi, Devil Dog.
Baby shark. Oh, here we go.
He just never quits.
Oh yeah, you live by Mankato, right on. I know where that is. Where at? Are you living by Nicollet or Judson, Rapidan, Lake Crystal, Mankato? Right on. I am well versed in that area. I grew up in Waterville.
I'm gonna make my coffee.
There you go. Go ahead.
Small world. Small world.
Shane, a big ass catfish that put up a good fight trying to get in the boat. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Hey, if they're trying to get in, that's less work for you. Just help them on in.
You betcha.
Cougar fish.
We lost
cougar fish
during the build.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to her. Oh, there she's back. She's back. Sorry. There she is.
My camera shut off. My camera just went nuts.
Baby shark, do.
And it went. Who knows?
Yeah, he knows I hate that damn song. He gives me a razz of shit about that.
So does Gigi.
No, I know it. Maybe this one little gnat's going to have a fight here in a second. So far, it's been winning.
They always do.
No, I know it. Kill one and 100 more come back.
I heard that one buzz by.
Every once in a while, they will make a pass up by the computer and then come over here and go, hey, what are you doing? Well, not paying attention to you very much.
Yeah, Trudeau can kiss my fucking ass.
Not on the left side, not on the right side, but right in the middle.
I wasn't being rude, true discernment, but that's the way I feel.
Yeah, Red, that happens too. You pull one gray hair and 100 more come back.
God, we're getting old. I don't want to think about it. I pull one hair, I lose 12. Before you know it, I'll have a high and tight. What? Happy Friday, honey.
Oh, hell yeah.
Devil
That
dog ain't
dog.
letting up, I see.
No, he never lets up. He's damn sure persistent.
Who's that?
Devil dog.
With his
Yeah,
shark.
Wisconsin weather was a walleye. I like walleyes. They're really good. Oh, you grew up in St. Peter, right on. I know where that is. And you remember back in, I think it was 87 when they had the big tornado down there. That's the home of Gustavus Adolphus. Good college. Right on. Glad to have you here.
Hello,
Actually,
everyone.
we grew up in
It's great
St.
to see
Peter.
you.
I know that area like the back of my hand. Right on. It's a small world.
Oh yeah.
Wyatt, good to see you, brother.
Hey Wyatt Earp.
Hello, Wyatt.
What are you gonna do with your newfound 6 acres there, buddy?
I already told you Shane he's gonna plant.
Well, I think that was right in the middle when I was trying to concentrate on getting out. So I had to come over here. Because I remember he said he got 6 acres, and then I don't know if I was in the middle of a different conversation chat or what, but never did hear really what he's going to do. So he's going to plant. Okay, sounds good.
Shane's like, why did they let Rob up tonight?
Oh no, didn't bug me a bit.
I'm glad you
sure?
come up. Glad I got to talk to you.
Oh
We're
hell
glad
yeah!
to have you, man. You know what? When I get out of here, I'm driving up to Louisiana. I'm going into Oklahoma. I'm going up to Louisiana, and then I'm going to go to Michigan, and I'm going to go bother Dorinda.
Come on, she said.
I'm
Look
going
at
to get
there.
my street one way or another, and I sure as hell can't kill them in Arizona.
You ought to go up there first and then pick up Dorinda and swing down and pick Shane up and just keep
I think
coming
her
south.
husband will have a problem with that. And I ain't causing marital problems. I got a wife too, and she's not doing that.
Right?
Shane's like sitting there going like, But Shane's going to Louisiana with me.
Bring him.
He just doesn't know that yet. I
ain't never had no Louisiana cooking. I ain't ever had no home cooked Louisiana cooking. Now, I had an old boy from Louisiana.
Tie you, right?
Do what?
I'm pretty good at that. I think I'll have to come up and rope you, throw you in, and let you go for a ride.
You probably just have to say, get in the truck. I mind like a dog. I'll load right up.
He'll head and heel, man. Head and heel you.
Head and heel. Exactly. I've been known to do a little bit of I'm heading and heeling. I ride, I rope.
I ain't never had none of that Louisiana cooking, so I'm looking forward to it.
If you go up to Louisiana, you go there, right?
You won't like it. You won't like it.
Bullshit. I went down to Opelousas, right? And then there's a place called Grandma's. Best chicken I ever had in my life. And they mix it in peanut oil. Uh-huh. Oh my God, was that good? We bought like how many of them?
Oh gosh. I think I was going and getting it every night.
See? Good food.
Yeah.
And then if you get it on the right time, right? Big ass shrimp. And you just buy it from a vendor, right? Guy that's sitting there on the side of the street.
Side of the road.
And you put them in and you do a crab boil with that and you throw in all those shrimps and you get a little blue crab. That is heaven on earth.
That's just like Tuesday for me. That's just like Tuesday.
That's a normal Tuesday fucking meat lunch.
That's my living in Arizona where we don't get them. You know what I mean?
I feel your pain, man. I do.
That is painful.
It is painful. I can't imagine living anywhere else than I do right now. I could go to Texas. I could go to Mississippi. I could go to Alabama. But if I started going north, getting away from that Gulf of Mexico, I don't know, man. It'd be rough.
See, I don't eat freshwater shrimp whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot do that.
Shrimp down there, it ain't freshwater, saltwater.
No, I like the saltwater. I like the pink, not the gray. I can't do the gray. I've tried it. It's just a slimy, nasty mess.
It's not that bad, you wimp.
I don't like it. I like that you cook it till it, it's kind of pink, and you cook it and it turns just a hint pink, and the more pink, and you're done. You don't cook it long.
It don't take but a minute to boil a shrimp.
That ain't no shit.
Literally a minute.
Just
Yep.
a whisper of heat.
Yeah, basically you just warm it up. You just pass frozen, and you're good.
Well, you'll overcook it if you boil it like crawfish. Now, crawfish you can boil 4 to 6 minutes, maybe 7, depending on how hard they are. But shrimp, it takes longer to get the water hot than it does to cook the shrimp.
No, I know that shit's right.
And you don't have to boil it. You do not have to bring your pot to a boil for shrimp.
No,
You can get it when you see the teeny tiny bubbles.
Mm-hmm.
Put them in.
Yep.
Put them in.
Drop them in a basket, pull them right back out. You're good to go.
I'll tell you what you can do to get more seasoning in them. You get some of your water. You get a temperature gauge, and when you get your water up to temperature, you draw some of that water out when it's warm.
Right.
When it's warm. Okay. Put it to the side. Put your shrimp in when the water gets hot. 1 minute. Pull them out. Put them in that warm water. And add more seasoning to that warm water, and then let them soak a little bit.
Yeah, let it suck back in.
But see, you're not getting a lot of seasoning in the shrimp,
right,
from the initial boil because you're not
because it's boiling it up. Right.
And if you do leave them in long enough, they're going to be mushy and mealy, and they're not going to peel good.
They're not only that,
and they're rubbery.
Yeah, they'll be kind of rubbery. But if you do what I just said, and a lot of people don't. Now, a lot of people just sprinkle crap on them. Nah, that ain't the way to do it.
No.
Gotta get the seasoning in them. So the warm water will actually cool the shrimp back down.
Right.
In the warm water that you put to the side that I just
when it starts to draw back up, it'll draw them in.
Right. So you put that warm water to the side, then season the hell out of it. Okay. And then when you transfer the shrimp into those, let them soak for a couple of minutes in that cool down state. They'll draw in the seasoning. Then you lay them out on the table.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Spread them out and let them sit. Don't touch them. Give them a minute. Give them about 5 minutes and then start eating them.
Yep.
And
I'll tell you what I do when I see around here, we get frozen shrimp.
What he just told you was a trick that another guy told me in Pigeon
Bayou
down in the bayou.
Yeah.
That food they cooked that night, when I was watching everything they did, was to die for.
Yeah. But am I right, Rob? Everybody down here knows how to cook. Everybody knows how to cook.
Oh yeah.
They just.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I
learned a lot of crap when I went to Louisiana on how to cook.
Yeah, it's easy.
I didn't even mind you, Shane.
Well, I know. No, there's no doubt about it. Around here, I get the frozen shrimp in the bags usually, so I buy the jumbos, and I'll open that with the Ziploc baggie. Right?
Shane, when you get that fresh shrimp that was caught that morning, right?
You take it out of the ice,
and you take it out of the ice, and it starts moving, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you throw that directly into a pot right after you do your thing.
Mm-hmm.
Take it out, you peel it, you devein it.
Mm-hmm.
They don't do that. But you cook it in the shell.
Right.
That shell adds
so
much flavor.
That's your flavor.
And when I went down there and I shot that deer, you remember that?
Yep.
I thought I knew how to cook a deer because I came from Minnesota, right? And we cook deer in Minnesota all the time. We got plenty of recipes. But we were down there and this guy gave me a vinegar and
milk
recipe. Yeah. That just blew everything that I ever did out of the water. The only thing I changed up was buttermilk. But the vinegar will make buttermilk, and I know that.
Rob, my wife, I let her do the deer roast because she is a far better cook when it comes to that than I am. I like the way she does it. And when you order a deer roast from my wife, she needs 3 days. She say, give me 3 days.
Yeah, because it's marinating.
To prepare it. That's right.
Yeah.
And we've had people eat it and they didn't know. They're like, they're saying, we know this isn't beef, but what is it? And we're like, it's venison. They're like, there's no way. Venison is wild and gamey. And I'm like, no, it's not.
You know what I shot? I do a lot of elk down here, right?
I'd love to have some elk.
I'll bring you some when I come up.
I would love to have some elk.
I'll bring you some when I come up because we got, between all the men and everything, we shot 7 of them.
Yeah, we don't grow elk over here, so I would love to.
We grow elk down here, but I'm getting out of here. When I move out, it's a permanent move.
Right.
And I think it's time that I do this.
Mm-hmm.
And, I'm not getting any younger. You know that, right? I'm going to go enjoy a little bit of life and a little bit of what we put together in our life.
You should. You absolutely should. You absolutely should.
And I'll bring you down some elk.
Rob, there's a dear friend of mine who passed away back in 2014. He worked all his life. He was a plant worker. He was a very well-educated man. He was an engineer. He made good money. He worked hard all his life. He retired at 65 from one of the plants down here. And he bought a motorhome. Him and his wife were going to travel. Okay. He got cancer. Right after he retired, he'd lived 1 year.
Oh, man.
And he told me the last time I spoke to him, he looked me in my eye and he told me, he said, John, he said, when your time comes that you don't have to work anymore, he said, you put that crap down. And if your wife is still by your side, you take her and y'all go do whatever the hell y'all want to do and enjoy it. He said, because life is just like that. And that was one of the last things he ever said to me.
And Wilma travels right. Chaville, I'm not gonna. Deer tastes different in Minnesota because it is corn fed. Mm-hmm. They run in our fields all day long, and they are good.
Well, it depends where you're at, Rob.
Ranch, good to see you too. And
hey, Rob.
Yeah.
In the northern part of our state is soybeans and corn and cotton. And the deer, even in the northern part of the state, taste differently than they do in the southern part because we don't grow.
Oh, yeah, because it's grass fed.
Yeah, we have soybeans and corn up north, and down here it's all sugar.
On the farm that I have back there we ran soybeans and corn. A friend of mine did sugar beets. Mm-hmm. But we ran soybeans and corn.
Yeah.
We were only we were a small ranch. We were a small farm.
Right.
We had 4,000 acres. And down here where I'm at, the meat tastes entirely different. Like if you go up to Flagstaff, right?
Yep.
Where the guy shot the elk, they're so much better. Mm-hmm. Than if you take them out of the desert because there's no weight to them.
Because of their diet. Right.
And that sagebrush doesn't give a really good taste. All right or wrong.
It's a real strange flavor.
It's a weird flavor.
The mesquite beans aren't too bad.
It's a stronger flavor because it goes to like everything. You can't.
Well, when we were riding down there, right? And you'll see an elk pasture, right? They'll get right into the sagebrush and other crap. And they're not the best to eat, but when you go up on higher level, a high mountain, good meat. Good meat. And our turkeys down here taste different than anywhere else.
Oh, yeah.
I love wild turkey. Absolutely love
we shoot them down here, but they don't have the flavor like they have in other states. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
I don't have any problem eating ours. They're delicious.
Well, they got something to eat there. They'll have nothing to eat in the freaking desert.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they're going to be a little tougher and a little leaner.
Mm-hmm.
John.
Yes, sir.
I wanted to meet you like this, like we're sitting right now, forever.
Well, I'm enjoying it. It is good to meet you.
You are. You're a good man, dude.
Oh,
you know what I mean? I'm looking forward to retiring, but I'm a wild man too. I'm gonna only have 200 head.
Yeah.
When I get done here. Shane's trying to get me to go full on, but but I'm going to slow down a little bit.
None of my business what he does, okay? I'm just going to follow the lead. Whatever he does is what he does. We're going to talk like we are now, and that's what we're doing at this point as of right now.
Well, Rob, I know that God is leading you, so I'm not worried about you. But I will say, absolutely slow down. Listen to what God's telling you.
You know, it's been a tough year for me.
It's been tough for everybody.
And I had the FBI tell me I can't talk about the border anymore on YouTube.
Oh my God.
Which really pissed me off, right?
That's just because you live there. Once you don't live there, you can do whatever the hell you want.
Oh, I'm gonna rip it up when I leave, right?
I hope you do. Rip it up, man.
I'm gonna rip it up, dude.
Expose it.
I've got more footage than most people could even imagine, right? I got 5 terabytes full.
They say that's a terabyte will hold 1 million pages. So think about it. That's 5 million pages of his in writing.
In writing, but we have it on video.
Correct.
And that's
5 terabytes is a lot.
And I got 4 GoPros full that we couldn't download because we didn't have any more room.
Yep. Get those to the right people and let them expose.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do that. You know what I mean?
Make copies of it so nobody can take it.
I got copies.
Yeah, zip drives. Boom, 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 and you're done.
We're covered on that.
I'm not exactly a stupid man, Shane.
Oh.
You're not? Damn it.
Get the gun. We're taking care of Shane right now.
Shane, this ain't his first rodeo, okay? That's what he's trying to tell you. This ain't his first rodeo.
So, Shane, do you want to continue to talk?
Sure.
The time for talking is over, brother.
I ain't scared.
Hang on, let me lean to the side a little bit. Okay, go ahead. Let him have it.
I ain't scared. He's just going to punch a hole in his computer, and I'm still going to be sitting here giggling.
You know, one night, you want to hear a funny story? I got hammered, right? And Biden came on the TV.
Oh, shit.
Remember this?
Yeah.
I shot that fucking TV and pretended I was Elvis. My wife came out and what did you do? I said, well, Biden was on.
He's not on anymore. I fixed that problem.
Hey, Shane, if Rob ever comes into your home and y'all decide to watch TV, do not let him bring a gun into your house.
I don't have TV in my house, so we're safe.
Oh, you're safe.
I have TVs, but I don't have cable. I have internet. You can watch Roku. You can watch anything you want, but no cable stations here.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying, right?
Right?
But here's the thing, right?
Hey, John, remember, he's threatening to come to Louisiana. You might want to keep that on the back of your head, too.
All right, man, look. Come on.
When I get out of the
Bring it.
When I leave this border, my gun-toting days are ended.
Oh, I've never not toted.
No, that's me. I'll always have mine.
Go in the bedroom, grab my rig.
Oh, his cowboy rig, the one he's talking about, I understand, 357.
Yeah.
This is what I'm talking about. Grab my rig.
Yeah, even though my main weapon is not on me, there's one to the left, there's one to the right, there's one in the back. Yeah, it's never. I'm never far from lead.
Within a second from a gun, right? I'm the same way.
Too far from lead.
Yeah,
I'm not very far from lead either, right?
But you know, this is good people down here, but there still are dumbasses in every state.
Yeah, there's dumbasses everywhere.
Everywhere. You just got to do
it. They keep infiltrating in here.
Husband's guns.
They infiltrate everybody. Do what?
Hey,
You left this hot.
It's hot. Well, you can't have an unloaded gun. That's just stupid.
Yeah. Mhm.
But John, this is my rig,
That's a nice rig. I like that. Yep.
and this is a damn good.
Is that a
You
true
bring
six, Rob?
Huh?
Is that a true six?
It's a
It
357.
looks like a 357.
Yeah, it's a 357, but is it a true six shooter or is it a five shooter?
No,
A
that's
six.
That's a six.
Okay. Okay.
Is that Smith and Wesson?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Because most of my, see, I buy a lot of Taurus stuff, but most of it from Taurus is a five shooter.
I take one out, Shane. Well, then I got two, three out. But
I just want to clarify that I don't own any guns. They were all lost in a boating accident. So, yeah.
Bingo.
I actually don't
You're
have any
loaded.
guns. So,
Right. I've never bought any that is in my name except one, and that's one I give to my
you
My
know,
family.
everything I have in my name. You know why?
because you ain't scared.
I own what I do.
that's right.
If I'm not going to make anybody ever suffer the consequences of my dumb ass.
There's three.
Well, I fucking lost two. I'm sorry.
They
And
bounced
I'm
under
not
the
gonna
TV stand.
Wait a minute. Are we at 5 yet? Good.
They're on the floor in front of you.
I put a dead chamber on the front,
Uh-huh.
and then I put 5 in.
Yep.
But I love my lifestyle until I leave. I'm looking forward to leaving though.
Yep.
I see Creek Squad. Is he still in the chat?
He may or may not be because it's about time he got off work.
Yeah, I got to
Yeah.
get with him one day. Creek Squad, we're not a stone's throw away from each other. We're going to get together here soon, buddy.
You know, that's the thing, right? We all need to get together. You know, we're not all nuts and we're not all violent. We're not all that,
No.
right?
But you know something else, Rob? We're being suppressed, and there are a lot more good people in this country than people realize. A lot of people think that we're down and out. Well, let me tell you something. We ain't down and out. We're biding our time, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
And when
Guess
the
what?
right
I've
time
never
comes,
been
they're
down
going to
and
see.
out.
They're going to see a rise up like they ain't never seen.
John, there are two things I'm going to say right now. We ain't dead. We don't give up.
Never.
But if we don't unite in a positive mess with positivity, we're going to get lost in the negativity.
Yep.
See, we sit down here and we think about all this crap, right? I am Robert Benton. I have ridden hard. My men have been ridden hard. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I do.
And there ain't too many people on this board that lost some horses we lost. But when I leave here, I left it better than I was.
Mm-hmm.
And we are going through some crap.
You are. You absolutely
But
are.
the thing about it is, I'm not yesterday's story. I'm not today's story. I'm just me.
Mm-hmm.
I did what I did. I rode when I rode. And I have to protect my wife and my family.
That's what a man's supposed to do. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
That is textbook right there, black and white. Exactly what you're supposed to do.
And the other thing about it was, I didn't come out here for a claim to fame. Came out here to live a life.
Yep.
And yesterday's news is yesterday's news.
Yep.
And it's easy to pray over somebody or do whatever, right? Live it once. We pray every day. And this is the time. We secured what we could. I sold my acreage not because I'm a coward, because I'm tired.
Big difference. Big difference.
When I sat down here, right, I've never turned on anything in my life. I'm a retired fucking Marine. I bought some land and we defended it. Is that big news? No. Anybody would have done it. Does the YouTube world need to know who we are? Absolutely not. But we are men. And I care about each and every one of them.
Dorinda's got her hand up.
Go ahead, Dorinda.
I'm just going to add a little comment to your little spiel there, Rob. Anybody with
fuck off.
Anybody with balls would have stood up and helped. There were some that did and some that didn't. And yes, you love them all. That's all I'm going to say.
And I do.
That's all I'm going to say.
Dorinda's like, that's your first warning, Rob.
No, I was agreeing with you. I just wanted that statement put out there because some didn't have any balls and didn't do what they should have done.
Well, we did it, and it's done, and we're moving on. And I'm going to enjoy coming back. Freedom ain't free. Everything comes with a price. But we are the people that stand for justice. And we always will.
Yep.
And justice is not popular. I'm not here for America's vote. I'm here to take care of my family.
Mm-hmm.
My friends. I don't make speeches because I really don't. But I rant. And tonight, Friday night at the ranch, we're real.
Yep.
And we got to be real. Judgment, that's all around us.
Oh, yeah.
But normally judgment comes from people that wouldn't have the courage to do what we did.
Yeah, I'm proud to know you, and I'm proud to know you for what you did and what you were up against and how you stood tall. I listened to your story from way back, shook my head. I said, how in the hell is that man doing that? But you know what? You damn sure did it. And you got my respect, no doubt.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
And if I lived over there with you, you trust me when I tell you, my little South Louisiana ass would have been right there on the side of you too, buddy.
Oh, yeah. That makes a lot of us. That makes a lot of us. It would have been.
Because one thing about people from the South, we love you with all our hearts, but if you cross us, we're not the type of people you want to mess over. Trust me.
We're the last ones you want to bend over the table because you will be the first one that stops breathing.
Yeah.
I'm a cowboy and we ride.
There you go.
And we don't really tell everybody everything all the time.
Yeah.
And
why should you?
I don't think anybody has to. No.
Nope.
Little bit leaked out on Bonnie's that one night, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Shane, the very next day, I was on his channel.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm alive. Prayers work.
Mm-hmm.
They do.
Yep.
Prayers work, and God is real, and God heals people.
God healed me.
You're talking to someone, you're looking at someone right now in the flesh that God healed. You are talking to someone right now.
He's talking to someone. Remember, John? Me and you both.
Yes, absolutely, without a doubt. I was told what was going to happen to me, and it happened. And I've never experienced this in my entire 58 years of my life, but I can honestly tell you that God healed me, and He told me He was. And for those who don't believe, well, trust me, God is real. God does hear every word you say,
But
and He answers things in His own time.
Yep.
here it is, right? You have to have faith.
You got to
What He
believe.
told you.
You have to believe.
I'm going to have my wife.
You do have to have faith.
Why don't you go ahead and tell them about what happened to me in 2006?
With the IED.
IED.
Yeah.
Because you got out in what, 2008? No, 2006. 2006. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
His back from the IED, the phosphorus ate down. And it was the size of a dinner plate down to the rib cage.
Mm-hmm.
And I have all the faith in God that I could possibly ever have. And that scar is down to about the size, a little bit more than a silver dollar. And his muscles all grew and mended back together. And there's no way that medical science on this earth could do that.
But God can and did.
Yes.
And that's what we're talking about, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Exactly.
We can have faith in God. We can have faith and we can have courage that He gives us, right? But we have to accept it. Things aren't stories, they're real. Man lives because God lets us. Truth.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
We sit down here and we think, right? I want to discredit this, I want to discredit that. Isn't that taking glory away from God?
Yep.
Kind of is.
Because we're sitting there, we're doubting His miracles, right? Yeah, we call ourselves Christians, which is ironic.
Mm-hmm.
My Heavenly Father saved me from many things. When I got knifed on the border, everything went way out of whack. I buried 10 horses and 4 dogs.
And countless cows.
And countless cows. Exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See, when I was down there, I paid a price. But I also knew God was watching over me.
Yep.
And my Heavenly Father don't make junk.
Mm-mm.
So as I healed, I had to go to Shane's show to tell people I'd be fine.
Yep.
Because everybody else wanted me to tell them how hurt I was, right? Hey, I'm a Marine. We don't show. And it wasn't for this big martyrdom.
Right.
What happened, happened. When Jerry John got killed, it drove me up a wall. Still, I came to God. And that's who rules me.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And I've read the Bible over 20 times. We have a lot of time when we're riding the range.
Yep.
I understand what greater is within me that's within the world. I understand who He is because He's everything around me.
Yep.
I understand what love is. I have that all the way around me. But most importantly, God gave me the courage when I thought I had none. Man expects me to explain I'm a cowboy. We rub dirt on shit and move on. But every day when I'm in that saddle, when I've been in that saddle, I look at something greater than myself. I'm just putty in his hands.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not afraid to say it. I go to cowboy church because it makes more sense than a lot of the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
Cowboy church to me is real because we're not here to judge one another.
That's right.
We're here to see one another through.
Mm-hmm.
We're all on a ride in life, and that's what we do. And my choice, my life, I'll ride with God.
Mm-hmm.
I won't worry about prophetic things because Moses had to endure.
Yep.
And we all endure.
Mm-hmm.
We get impatient, just like the Jews when they cried for 2,000 years. We've been only going through this for 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to say how we endured according to them, because it doesn't matter. As a nation, we worry about small things. But if we hate our brother, how do we live with one another?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
We sit here and we think, who's going to lead us? Our Heavenly Father will lead us.
That's who leads me.
We have to follow.
Yep.
Amen.
That's my only rant.
Amen.
Go ahead, Dorinda. She's about ready to flip me off again.
No,
I
I
am
wasn't gonna flip you
scared.
off. I was agreeing with everything you said, actually.
That's good.
We're a strong people. We're a strong nation. We're just led by weak.
Suck asses. Oh,
I don't understand love. I've never felt love. That's what Wyatt Earp said.
It's an honest statement. It's hard to find love.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, but here's the good thing and the bad thing. The good thing is you can't miss what you never felt, but sometimes you can miss what you've never felt. It's a damned if you do and damned if you don't, because knowing love and losing love is worse than never knowing love at all.
Right.
Sometimes you hear the statements the other way. But
Shane,
some say I'd rather have loved and missed than to have never loved at all. I don't know. That's a two-way street there. Depends on what street you're on and how you're comfortable with your life.
Shane,
Yes, sir.
love is selfless.
Yes, it is.
You
have to
take
be
yourself
selfless.
out of the equation.
Yep,
And you have to love yourself because God made you.
that's right.
And the next thing you have to do, me and Louise have been married forever. You have to trust
Yep,
what God has put together, let no man separate.
that's right.
That's biblical.
Yes.
You don't need to understand love. You need to
Nope.
embrace it. Men like me are lucky because I have everything I need sitting right here.
Yep. Everything you need is right in front of you.
And up here.
I'm same way.
And
And up here first.
absolutely. But we know this, right?
Yep.
Of course.
People complicate everything. And they don't need to.
Mm-mm.
You need to flow. See, we don't walk in judgment. We walk in life. I'm not here to tell you how to live your life. I just know how to I live mine.
Right.
But when I'm on that range and I'm riding, I'm a cowboy. When I get off my horse, I'm a husband. And God gave me the strength and encouragement to know the difference.
And the wisdom.
Absolutely.
I think love gets modeled the minute that it goes out into the world.
I had
the
everybody
world
thinking
tries
I
to
was dead
understand it.
because I got a little cut on my kidney. And it pissed me off.
Just rub some dirt on it. Move on.
Stuff a rag in it and ride home. It's all good.
Oh,
What was that song, Ride On?
Ride on.
Remember, it was that, it was like the 80s, Ride On?
Ride on is a Celtic song.
No, there was a rock song that was Ride On too, and
I've never heard it, Shane.
I know you're fixing to.
We'll look it up.
Good night, it's Nobody G. Glad to have you here,
Good night,
brother.
Nobody G. Have a good night. Love you.
Take care of your baby, brother. I'm taking care of mine. That's the Great Pyrenees.
All right. Yes.
I love this chat tonight.
You keep being you. It's Nobody G.
Amen.
You're perfect.
Yes, indeed.
We're all perfectly imperfect, right?
Through him, all things are possible. Nothing is impossible. Right on, discernment.
Yes.
I didn't mean to get this religious. I know the Bible quite well. You don't do what I do.
Not bothering me, man. I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you.
But we can do all things if we set our mind to it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
They want us to be cowards. I'm done. I didn't cower in the military. I didn't cower down here. God never gave me the spirit of fear. And I won't embrace it. Period. For anybody.
I have to go find it tomorrow. I'm not finding it right away.
I think I know what you're talking about, Shane, but I don't remember it that well either.
If you find it, Shane, send the link to us.
Oh, I will. I will. It was an old rock song, and it was real. It was a slow one. It wasn't real fast. It was a slow one.
Where do you want me to do this? What?
Almost reminds me of Great White or one of them bands back then.
Where do you go?
It's right here.
Bye. Once bitten, once
It wasn't
shy.
White Lion. Yeah. Once bitten, twice shy, baby. Yeah. Once bitten, twice shy was their first album by Great White.
Oh, I know.
And then Cinderella came in, and it wasn't Cinderella that sang it.
I like Cinderella. They were good.
I did too. The Last Train was an awesome song.
That was a good song.
That was an awesome song by Cinderella. The Last Train. She took the last train out of my heart. Remember that one, John?
Oh, I remember. I'm gonna go ahead and step down.
All right, buddy.
I want to.
Anytime, John. Anytime.
Please, it's so good to talk with you all, and Dorinda. Of course, you know I love you, baby. And
I love you too, baby.
I'll step down and chat. I got to go back in the house and get settled in. But thanks for having me up, Shane. I really appreciate it.
Anytime, man. All you got to do is if you come in and say, "Hey, you got a link?" Let me know, man. You're more than welcome.
Well, I want you to know that a lot of times when y'all on is where I'm at is the reason why I don't always come up because I'm in a different
right. I understand.
This is where I get on panels and do stuff here, but so It's nothing personal.
I don't know. It's all good, bud. You do
But
what you got to
hey,
do.
I'm
and you're
always
doing it.
listening. I'm always listening. So
John, I'm taking it very personal. We love you, brother.
I appreciate that. You should take it personal.
No, right.
Well, y'all have a good
Right.
evening, and we'll see you the next time here.
All right.
All
We'll
right.
see you, buddy.
All right.
All right.
Later, John.
Thank y'all.
John. Love you.
Good night, everybody.
See you, bud.
Good.
I like old John. He's always been a great guy. Always.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is right on the Celtic Thunder
That's what I want.
on the voyage. So just hit the play button and you got it.
Shane, this is it. Put it by this.
Julia ride the finest horse I've ever seen. Standing 16, 1 or 2, with eyes wild and green. You ride the horse so well, hands light to the touch. I could never go with you no matter how I wanted to. Ride on, see you.
Yeah, I know that one, but that's not the one I was thinking of.
No matter how I wanted to.
But yeah, no, I know that that's a damn good song though. But that's not the one I was thinking of. I will think of it, and because now I'll be waking up singing half the damn lyrics in my head when I wake up tomorrow, and I'll punch it up and it'll come up just like I did that one today with Pearl Jam. I hadn't thought about Pearl Jam in 20 years, and that damn song come in my head, and I was singing it, going, "The hell's that song go to?" And I didn't realize it was Pearl Jam at the time. I punch it in, it pops up, Pearl Jam, Last Kiss. There it is. That's the one I'd been thinking of. And I don't know why I woke up dreaming of that song and thinking of it. No clue.
You're welcome, Mr.
I don't
B's
even-
brain. We love having you.
Good night, Lord. Robert
B?
Lawrence, and we're praying for you, brother.
Good night,
Mr.
John.
B and Robert, good night.
Good night, Robert.
Robert, thank you for today, and you're an awesome guy, and
Yep.
we're going to continue to pray for you. And Mr. B's brain, it's always good to have a soft place to land. Good night.
Yep.
Right on.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, when I wake up in the morning and a song is blaring in my head, and I don't even know where the hell it come from, and I get thinking, I know the damn song, and I type it in and I hear it, I'm going, aha. And I love the music. And why I don't know what I dream about at night, but it makes me think about old music. Not sometimes it ain't so old. Sometimes it's new. But I'm a big music lover. I listen to music. If I'm sitting here by myself, you can bet your sweet ass I'm listening to some kind of music. I mean, constantly. Listen to some kind of music. Like the other day, I woke up the other morning singing One by Creed in my damn head and had no reason why. So I went and looked up the whole damn album, the One album, and because it was called One. And loved most of them songs on there. Just crazy. One day I woke up singing Wade Hayes, country. Tim McGraw, Don't Take the Girl. I mean, it's just always something like that. But that's just part of my life. Everything I do, every time someone says something, it's never ending that something will come in my head because somebody will say something and it'll remind me of words to a country song or a song I remember in the past. And it's just funny how that works with me.
Awesome. It's weird. Just saying.
It is
It's
weird.
You're just fucking weird, Shane.
I am. I'm not going to deny that one bit.
everybody. I'm Rob Rep. That was my wife.
Hey.
Hit the wrong fucking button.
It's okay.
Rob Rob the wrong button fella.
No.
Shit, yeah.
No. Rob is like a kindergarten kid hitting the wrong button. Okay?
That's enough of that, Dorinda.
You gotta let me
I got your kindergarten.
Yeah, but I was saying that Z-Man is the master.
Yeah, I just hit one thing.
So, you hitting the wrong button once in a while is not really a big deal, Rob. Okay? Might happen maybe once, every
Yeah,
5
it's gonna happen
shows.
again. I'll be right
Not
back.
750 in one show.
Q City, yes. Yeah, once you hear it, you can't get it out of your head till you hear the whole thing because you're going, the hell was the rest of them words?
Yep.
And yeah, I've done that 2 times today. I went back and found songs. And like I said, one of them was Last Kiss by Pearl Jam. I forgot how good I liked that song. I forgot all about that song for 20 years. Never even thought of it till this morning. And I think that song came out in 1997. Or that's the first time I heard this song was in 1997. Because I know where I was when I heard it. And I know what I was doing. I was building one of my other houses that I was building. I was 27 or 8 years old. And I was building a house. Let me rephrase it. I was taking an old single-story house, but it had a 2-story. It was tall enough to be 2-story. So I was taking the top. I cut out the damn roof and everything and lifted the roof and made it. I had a big-ass bedroom upstairs, bathroom, stairwell, back porch. I mean, and it had a full basement. I turned a little 1,200 square foot house into 4,200 square foot. Just was never adding a thing to the damn house, just making it all accessible and usable. And so, and I remember when that song came out. Because, man, I listened to that song all the time back then. Rob, what'd you do? You fart? Because she run off. She ran from the other side of the couch.
My feet are cold.
Oh, you must have a little heater over there.
He was rubbing my feet.
Ah.
I love you.
I got my little spot on this couch, and it's with me at almost where you'd lay down on a couch, but sitting up on the end. It's the only comfortable spot on this damn thing.
Are these all right?
I know. Kind of like yours.
Yeah, I'll probably be shutting down here in about 10 minutes. We're dwindling down pretty good. So in about 10 minutes, we'll shut her down. But I wanted to make sure everybody got their piece in. I want to make sure everybody got something to say. And like I said, we're here for the commune, and the talk and just spending time together. And that's what I really wanted.
We had a little efficiency apartment that we got, Red, that was in the Malpais. And we put out 50 pounds of bunny feed because there were a lot of wild bunnies, and the owner chewed us out for it. We put out about 5 bird feeders, and we put in a little watering shallow thing that we filled up with water, and in came the bunnies, and in came the birds, and we had a wild cat that would come in to try to get anything it could. And one day an eagle came by and picked up the cat, and off it went in the air. It made its way back, and it made its way back in 2 weeks. It didn't look real good when he got back.
Oh, wow.
Good to see.
So one day we ended up with a rattlesnake that came in. And those birds got so pissed off at that rattlesnake that these tiny little 2-inch tall songbirds killed a 4-foot rattler.
I don't doubt it a bit. They'd get vicious. They'll peck the shit out of them.
George RB3, good to see you. Glad to have you here. We're all doing good.
George
Hello,
RB3. That's a new name.
Yep.
How are you, bud? Hope you're doing well.
The weirdest thing that we ever seen
Was.
when we were in the Coronado Mountains,
Mm-hmm.
and we were going down the Coronado Trail.
Yeah.
We were deep in, and a completely silver hawk stayed on the side of a tree, never moved an inch, and followed us everywhere we went.
Oh wow.
Well, maybe
And
that was your.
it stayed up there for about 4 weeks. Part of a fish farm. I check out your channel. Right
All
on,
right, George.
Fish Family.
That's cool.
We all like to fish here. I hope it is an aquarium because I use that shit for bait.
So anyway, that little efficiency apartment had a huge picture window that looked out, and we used to call it our virtual reality. That was our National Geographic channel.
Well, that back window was a bomb.
I know it was.
George, the Fish Family. Where are you? What state are you from? Let me rephrase that so you don't dox yourself. What state are you from, there, bud?
All right, he likes the aquarium. He loves fishing. Right on, brother. Where are you from? Are you from Minnesota or where are you from?
That's what I'm wondering. Because,
right on. We're glad to have you here, brother.
All right.
oh, absolutely. Like I said, there's fishing all over the United States, and there's some great fishing depending on where you go in any state. You can find nice little fishing holes.
Bullshit. You ever lived in Arizona?
Well, I meant states that have actual running water.
Shut up, man. Bring it. Bring it.
George, do you do saltwater, freshwater, or what do you do in your aquarium?
I like ice fishing. That's what I did. Just stumbling on your channel. So in other words, don't fuck with him. He's just stumbling.
He's just stumbling in. Well, like I said, the bar I owned used to be called Stumble In. They'd stumble in, they'd stumble out. It's all good.
He just
Fishing.
You want to talk about fishing? We can go fishing stories because there's a lot of people here. We got people from Louisiana. We got people from Minnesota. We got people from Oregon, Washington, Idaho, you name it. At the peak of this station at times, this channel, you want to talk about fishing, all you have to do is bring it up, and there is going to be 4 million people going to talk to you about fishing. It is a great place to talk about fishing. We do it all the time. I'm not a big fisherman anymore. I'm from out here in Oklahoma. And I used to fish all the time growing up. Now I don't have to. Go ahead, Rob.
It's for sand crabs.
Well.
Yeah, I actually I'm just giving Shane shit. But yeah, where I'm all about fishing. I'm that's where I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get back to it. I'm retiring.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, and I'm gonna fish. I'm going back to the basics. And I like bluegill and I like crappie, but I really like a walleye.
Well, around here you won't find no walleye, but you'll find bass, catfish, crappie, perch, rock bass.
Everything we have in Minnesota. I'm looking so forward to getting out of Arizona.
Yeah, there's a lot and we do have carp. A lot of people like carp. I've never had a good carp eaten, but I only had it smoked. Never had the balls.
If you have carp smoked, right? Mm-hmm. You let it sit in ice cold water for like 3 days. Mm-hmm. You get all that crap out of its system. Mm-hmm. You take it, it's already going to be half dead anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Hit it in the head with a hammer.
Okay.
Then you put it in a brine for about a week.
What kind of brine?
You use Worcester's, soy sauce, garlic, onion powder,
Okay.
jalapenos, and you dump it all in. Then you put vinegar in the. It's a big deal.
Right.
You let it sit for a week. Then you put it on your smoker.
Now you put it in for a week at room temperature. Keep it frozen or ice.
Keep it cold.
Okay.
You're gonna pull it out. You're gonna touch both sides.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be real firm.
Mm-hmm.
Then you put it in your smoker for about 8 hours. But in 4.5 hours, you flip the side.
Okay.
It'll come out to die for.
Okay.
Truth.
What about all the little bones?
You can pull them out when you cut their head off.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to peel back the meat anyway. The meat's going to stick to the skin.
Okay. Okay. Kind of like tilapia.
You're going to scale it before you can put it in the brine.
Okay.
And then you're going to take another minute. You're not going to use a knife. You're just going to pull it.
Okay.
Pull it up. It is to die for.
Yeah, it is good.
Well, I've never had it that way, so I'm interested in trying it. Like I said, I'd never eat carp again. When I catch carp around here, like in my personal ponds,
I'm not eating it. I'm not eating it unless I smoke it. You know
right?
what I mean?
No, I throw them out on the beach and let them die. I hate them because they'll eat all the little damn perch and all that shit when they're
But
minnows.
they don't taste good if you don't know what you're doing.
Well, that's obvious because we had them when we lived in Iowa.
They're a real muddy fish.
Boy, it just had that smoke taste I had was just, ugh. Loved it at first. I thought it was the greatest fish ever. And I had smelled it for 4 days when he throwed all the bones in the fireplace.
They are good for the garden, Q City. Al Bundy. Come on, say it. Hey, Al.
Hey, Al.
Good to see you, brother.
Good old Peggy.
And good night.
Have a good rest.
Trout, salmon, and bass, etc. Catfish, LOL. Money, catfish. Catfish are money.
Yep. We got more catfish out here. You can shake your stick at.
Yeah. I'm going to love to get me a big old walleye.
Give it to
Big
God,
old
Al.
northern.
Yeah.
Al Bundy, my PTSD. God, I love that guy. I'm not leaving yet. Right on, brother.
Good.
My nephew said he found a place over here just 45 minutes from me, maybe 50. And he says they keep it stocked with walleye. And it's a personal.
Walleye is a good fish.
Yeah, but they're like a carp. They'll eat all the damn minnows from all the other breeds.
Tastes good.
Well, yeah, I'm sure they do. But they're a very aggressive breed.
Number 5, RB3.
All
Petty
right,
officer,
George.
3rd class. I got this. I'm a Marine. I'm a retired gunny. I'm glad to have you here. Thank you for your service. George,
Awesome. Yes.
thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service, George.
Oh, absolutely.
Right on. And can we get ready to drop tomorrow night for the New Year's Eve party?
Yep, that's all she got to do. She had to hear it. So, yeah, if she wants to do it, get her did.
Yeah, I'm a Marine.
I know she's sick. She's not feeling well.
Make me large. If there's
Any bigger? I don't know if I could stand you any bigger.
Oh, shut up. I
Shut
love
up,
you,
Shane.
man. Just do it. Now you can make me small.
Oh, no. I don't know.
Al Bundy, thank you for your service. He's a great guy. Al Bundy, I love having him in our chat because he's funny.
Oh, yeah.
Back to funny. And thank you for your service, Albert. I've told you that a couple times.
Red, would you mind dropping a schedule for tomorrow for Rob Vet, please, so George can go find him?
And
If
Red
you're
ain't
up to it.
doing well.
I know Red's not feeling real well. She ended up with the same crap I had, some sniffles, and
Hold on.
she did like your tattoo.
Our most kind and heavenly Father, we pray for Red tonight. And anybody else unspoken. Father, you have the ability to heal us all. And we sure love you. Father, just send your healing hands, wrap them around Red. Make her brand new. Make her feel good again, and anybody else that's going through the same thing. We pray for all these things in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen. Feel better, Red. Feel better.
Yeah, I talked to her just a little bit ago. She had sent me a few things. I said, well, pop over here real quick. And so I wanted to see how she's doing because I knew she said she wasn't feeling well. I said, how are you doing? She says, I got some of that crud you got. She says, I've been trying to manage through it. And, muddle through it. So she's trooper. She's old. I didn't think she'd last this long, to be honest with y'all. She's been right there.
Put her down. She's a loyal person, bro.
I'm gonna tell you, she's a
she's
hard ass.
But she says she's gonna do something. She gets her done.
Yep. I just hope she don't wear herself out. Like I said, I'd like to see her feeling okay.
We're gonna pray for anybody who needs prayers.
Oh, absolutely.
I really like George RB3. And I'm glad that you came in tonight, brother. And to serve, you're right, we are all brothers and sisters.
Yes, we are.
We
are.
Together,
yep.
And we ain't gonna fall for anything. But I'm about done too, Shane.
Yeah, I'm about done. Matter of fact, it's time. I think I'm going to shut her in. So anyway, anybody and everybody, we thank you all. I will not be back on till Monday at 7 Central Time. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Central Time. And then Friday, Central. And then Saturday, 7 Central, my time. Rob is going to take the weekend this weekend, so I will not be on tomorrow night. Rob's going to do a New Year's Eve show just like he did last week at Christmas. So everybody be sure and show up to him. If I'm not mistaken, it starts at 5
p.m.
5 p.m. Mountain Time, which is 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. And I think he's going to do the same on, is it same Sunday too?
Same both days.
Okay, Saturday and Sunday, 5 Mountain.
And Joe C. will be up on our panel tomorrow.
Yeah, and if you go subscribe to Rob and them.
What's the link? Red, will you drop that for us?
Yes, please.
I'm Rob Retbat. That's my channel. But
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep. Yeah. I'll give it a few minutes so Red can go pull it up and drop it for us. Thank you, Red, very much. And we'll shut her down and
well, we're not
we'll see y'all tomorrow over on Rob's and kick back at it and go the same. Me and Rob stations are real close the same, but he does a few things different than I do, but we're real close to the same channels, and that's why we get along so well.
Oh, Shane. I love you, brother.
Well, it is what it is. I ain't gonna lie to people because they'll find that on their own. All we gotta do is show up.
Thank you so much, Red.
Yeah, and George says he'll go subscribe. There it is, right there. Red just dropped it. Red is she's a wonderful person, and she's worked her butt off tonight, not feeling well. So everybody give her a hand clap and say thank you to her too, please.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Thank you all. Thank you all.
Yeah, good night, everybody. Have a great night. Sleep well. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you so much, George.
Yep.
Good
Just
night.
sub. Okay. Awesome. All right, everybody. We're going to shut this down. George, thank you. And we will see everybody tomorrow at Rob's. Thank y'all. See ya.
Cool beans.